foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. If you a real nigga, maybe you can stand with me. Stand up. Okay, we standing on business. Ain't no such thing as limits. You want it, you go and get it. Stand up. Okay, we standing on business. If you a real nigga, maybe you can stand with me. Focus on the mission, my niggas stand at attention. Everything is in order, no moving without permission. I came up out the trenches with nothing but good intentions. A hustler to go and get it, cause winning is my religion. Destroying my competition, and they don't know what happened to them. Stop achieving our goals and start achieving platinum. Infinity accountants, stay flowing just like a fountain. No doubt I'm betting 1,000, I'm talking about moving mountains. Stay on point like a scale, only time will tell. If the goal ain't about victory, you done already failed. Stop building somebody else's dreams, build it yourself. A grindaholic, my next day off a cold day in hell. Gathered all my dreams, turned them into reality. Steady chasing the green, maximizing my salary. That's food, oh, you niggas ain't eat them empty calories. Raising the bar, setting the standard for niggas out. Okay, I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. If you a real nigga, maybe you can stand with me. Stand up. Okay, we standing on business. Ain't no such thing as limits. You want it, you go and get it. Stand up. Okay, we standing on business. If you a real nigga, maybe you can stand with me. We never taking losses. We bossing up on the bosses. A winner's mentality. Just another day at the office. They perpetrators. They ain't doing nothing. These niggas talking. I'm going in. The only thing they going is a coffin. See, I plan, plot, strategize. Why they just romanticize? Wanna have it on earth. Ain't waiting on the afterlife. They math, they ain't math right. You know all these rappers. Last time I checked, I was the man since Trapper. Okay, I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. If you a real nigga, maybe you can stand with me. Stand up. Okay, standing on business. Ain't no such thing as limits. You want it, you go and get it. Stand up. Okay, standing on business. If you a real nigga, maybe you can stand with me. Stand up. Okay, I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. I'm 10 foot tall when I'm standing on business. If you a
got equipment packed in a camp van. I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call an ambulance. That shit go right, left, right, left, right, left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. Ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go.
Wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting checked from my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar, head hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to what you thought. With anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them we never like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that right.
Wave that one west cover out that window. Let them know I'm coming with my kinfolk. Red letter ski mask on, but I don't really ski though. Bullets ball head like they going through chemo. I slide on them Tony Hawk type. Better get your thoughts right. Jumping high on walls, this ain't Fortnite. Red dot, it kinda make it way too easy for a headshot. I put you under wing, it turned into a headlock. I told my niggas think it's time to put the pressure on. You bring that paper, told her throw a little extra on. We go to war and see a murder one, you murder two, it ain't the same degree. Better up into a capital offense for them dollars, but it really don't make sense. Guns behind tents with some liquor and we riding down the freeway. Slide on them, spin the block and replay, so we slide again.
You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fire. If they ain't one of mine, so they anti. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide
We got this mapped out. Niggas selling wolf tickets, not living what they rap out. Said he gon' ride, too emotional, he'll crash out. And I ain't boxing, wrestle with this cannon, you gon' tap out. 100 troopers in the building, turn this shit into a blackout. We both come from the mother, why you tryin' to do me dirty? He cut himself off, we let him rock, he ain't worthy. You playing ball courts, throwing number like a jersey. While niggas folded like origami, I kept it sturdy. Told my son he got the blood of a king, he ain't got a word. They gon' cross you like a Christian, it's better to learn this early. They be watching, trying to copy, asking questions, trying to learn me. I ain't in the back and forth if the business don't concern me. Catch the wrath from my anger, I be trying to give a mercy. Ask the angels keep me covered, I'ma slide, they might have heard me. They playing with that fire, get too close, it's gonna burn me. We ain't never looking back, moving forward, it's the journey.
You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fire. If they ain't one of mine, so they anti. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, little nigga, I'm made. All these rappers soft, claim they all cut from a hold of a clove. I'm the one with the blade. Untamed gorilla, keep your hands out the cage. I be standing on they neck, one west to the grave. You can keep your mercy, nigga, I ain't worried. Revenge call me buddy love, I call her Miss Purdy. Nigga try to blitz, I'm going 730. I'ma shake the whole room like Big Shirty. Nigga say one war, it's whatever, buddy. Glock fully loaded, you know these letters bloody. Come for me, you a bitch, homie. Boy, I'm realer than your big homie. 144, yeah, the one and only. And you know I keep this blick on me. Body slam you like Mick Foley. I got that black out on my arm, play that bitch like a violin. Said me try me once, nigga, try again. You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fire. If they ain't one of mine, so they anti. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again.
Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and a curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shot. On my life, I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't me murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Let me ask y'all a question. All y'all niggas in the same school and all that?
Hell, fuck yeah.
So none of y'all niggas smoke weed?
Fuck no.
Don't fold if you say you win it. I was molded to it, now fit it. Can't control, this the highest limit. Killer shit, but this an honest living. Gotta get it, ain't no time for wishing. The time is now, better pay attention. In my city, you can feel the tension. A terror squad, no pun intended. This ain't for you, but I recommend it. They know we coming, better clear the entrance. Shit get deep, but I keep digging. This how I look when you keep winning. Overtime, I had to take the hint. Shine bright, sit behind the tents. One-on-one, I ain't in the mix. Ain't what you thought, better get a glimpse. Came up from a pedal bike. Pressing brakes, I ain't never liked. Whole time I was taking risks. They don't play with me cause they know I'm nice. Round form, I ain't even started. Transform, I ain't here to bargain. You all watch, better move with caution. Chains on me, I don't do this often. No error, this shit flawless. Reach for it, you become a target. It ain't worth it, better keep walking. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. I say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. Don't wanna hear all that street shit. Me and my niggas on defense. Wonder who I was in my past life. Don't even matter, that peep this. Remember the days when I was a trooper. Stay on the path and it won't confuse you. Bars all, I'm the one to do it. I roll on eights like a flight maneuver. Try to trick me, I ain't never moving. Camouflage, I can blend into it. They better ride, I don't do the Ubers. Let them talk, I don't hear the rumors. A little suffer ain't really nothing. The way I'm stomping, better play the trumpet. You see me coming, better get the running. If they see me coming, better get the running. You ain't never seen it, you ain't never witnessed, you ain't never noticed, you ain't never focused. I was really waiting, I was really training. Sick and tired of being patient. I ain't never doubted. This was in the making. Use what I got, not in the wasting. For rapping and singing, could never drink it. But I'm from the bottom, so I gotta make it. This ain't rapping, it's a damn warning. Late night to the early morning. Got a vision, I planned it out. They tried to stop me, but I kept going. I study plays, now I'm in the game, and it's all the same, but I had to change. You'll never crash if you in your lane. I could take the loss, cause it's all a game.
Yo, when Casamigos be in English? Drunk.
All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. I say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. I say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed.
Camp van. I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go right, left, right, left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. Ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go.
B-Raw, wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting checked from my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar head hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Whether anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time. Look it out the way, the price to pay before.
That shit go left.
Nah, for real though.
Right. Left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right.
right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Florida Lee on my top, this a Saints hat. This the third can't be been in here, J-Cat. Nigga tryna steal the sauce, yeah, I hate that. But I ain't make the rules, I can't change that. New bottle, new wine, yeah, I can't crack. Look, flag on the play, they grabbing face masks. Niggas always saving hoes where your cape at. The only killer that you know without no face tag. Hell yeah, my bitch bad, Proverbs 31, yeah. This is not a drill, I be 30'd up, yeah. He about to crack the sky, you better hurry up. It's all bad when you see us hang that jersey up. It's mad brick, I got the blick with my cover on. He a fed, he a op, got his cover blown. Look, I'm really outside without no scully on. It's one West, bitch, I'm on with my brothers on. He got ranked, then he left, he broke another oath. I got the plate, we about to take another zone. They was sleeping on the team, now they comatose. Left his brother out to dry, I guess he wanna fall. Put the oil on his head, that's another soul. I try to tell him we a pro, don't do this shit at home. She unhappy, left her man, she a 304. He try to justify that shit, he broke the penal code. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Gotta watch these niggas, they be cointel. LeBron ain't never killed nobody, but I know he will. It's on me, yeah, where I go, yeah, that's the holy seal. My niggas itching when it's up, you better not touch a chair. Ooh, I'm with the extra, that's off the back. He ain't loyal to his brothers, how you follow that? She either working with her hands or she off her bag. Broke bitches, yeah, they done that, give me a heart attack. You see the banner but my head, I'm a part of that. These niggas cowards, pussies, we don't want no parts in that. They let our warrior out of prison, he ain't going back. And don't be speaking on the truth, cause we with all of that. Look, before they started dissing, they was fans first. You will never catch me digging in no man purse. Really put my brick in, that's why my hands hurt. And don't be speaking bullshit, that make my head hurt. Look, I done burn my fingers from the Michael Drake. For the brotherhood, I done threw my life away. I never see him, tell him come off from their high place. We can't do it, we told them we gon' find a way. They rather march 1,000 deep, we rather feed the people. They wouldn't put on all black, now he reading Hebrew. UPK the standard if you speak on Hebrew. Don't think they solid, get with them niggas just gon' leave you. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spit shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he tried.
Allah Penya. Rock. Y'all Bashim Yao Shad, brother Thug. Clap it up, Akim, please. Siéntate. Please sit down, warriors. Que bueno verte. Good to see you, Akim. Mi nombre es General MAHAYAMAN. Estoy al servicio de el General Johanna. Seré tu maestro esta noche. Bienvenido. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 Oeste Calle 125, Harlem, Nueva York. Desde 1969, debajo del mando del General Johanna. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombres, españoles, siendo nativo, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa. Pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están estando. Órale, Akim, let's get it on. I'm ready to rock.
Yes, sir.
Preguntas. I'm ready for your questions. What's our topic for tonight, Ephraim?
Rick Chow and people who choose the wrong Israelite group make every choice wrong.
Excellent play. People who choose the wrong Israelite group make every choice wrong. That's our topic today. We'll go into that. Who do we have in here tonight, Harlem?
Sir, we got Colleen in here with us.
Big Texas and Colleen. What's going on, Warriors? Good to see you, Akim.
We got South Carolina here with us.
South Carolina. Kakalaki, give him a hand.
Trinidad joining us.
Trinidad, Big Trinity. Bad man. What's going on, Trinidad? Good to see you, boy.
We got Montreal.
Montreal, my friend. Good to see you, warrior.
Baltimore with us.
Be more. Good to see you, Baltimore.
Atlanta's here.
Atlanta, the Brave. What's going on, warrior?
Of course, we coming live out of headquarters.
Harlem, New York. Big Captain, I see you, warrior. Let me see Montreal one time. I forgot one of the announcements, all right? Let me see Montreal again, okay?
Yes, sir.
Montreal, you ready?
Karawakan, sir.
Les vrais juifs bibliques sont les noirs, Latino, y Amazigh. No, I'm sorry. Hold up. Noir. Les noirs. Latino. No, I'm starting from the beginning. Here I go. Les vrais juifs bibliques sont les noirs y latino amérindiens.
Et amérindien.
Et amérindien. Et amérindien. Bravo. Bravo.
Mosa in Christ.
All right, I'm practicing. The water for teaching me. I appreciate it.
What are the you, sir?
No sweat. All right. Anything else? Well, I'm sorry. What I just said now in Francais is the true Jews of the Bible are the blacks and Latinos from America. Is that right?
Karawakan, sir. That's it. Karawakan, sir. Exactly. I don't want.
Most sign Christ. All right. Where are we at, Harlem?
So we also have Virginia in here with us tonight.
VA, what's going on, Big Captain in VA?
Shalom.
Y'all watch Good to see you, Akim. Que bueno verte.
And we got Florida with us, and Florida has a question.
Oh, wait. Good to see you, Gator Bait. Que bueno verte. Good to see you, warrior.
And Florida has a question, if you don't mind, sir.
Hey, Shalom. ISUPK, sir.
Good to see you.
You too, sir. Hey, General, you about to learn all 4 languages.
I'm trying. For my brethren.
I got to catch up
I'm
with you,
trying.
General.
No, sir. What was your question?
I got a question on Ecclesiasticus chapter 21 and verse 7, 8, and 9, if I could, sir.
Please.
Khan. Ecclesiasticus chapter 21 and verse 7. An eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth.
Well, let me tell you, okay, this world values oration and the ability to project in front of people and to give a good speaking. This world has always valued that. You have people that become politicians and rule the world simply because they know how to give a good speech. People that become the leaders of armies and men simply because they can stand up in front of a person and speak very eloquently. The gift of public speaking, there are not many more gifts out. I can't think of too many more, maybe to be a math scholar, to be a math genius that is equal in the amount of power that can be received from the ability to publicly speak. You literally will become president from having that gift and none else, and nothing else. You can be a complete idiot. You can be Donald Trump and become president if people like when you speak. If you can say the thing that they like, if you can say the thing that moves them, they'll make you a god in Washington, D.C. However, to be a man, read that last part.
But a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth.
But a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth. You see, a good orator, someone that can speak well, they don't know when they're making a terrible mistake. They don't know that. That's not part of that gift. There's a gift to speak, and that's a good gift, and you can become president and Martin Luther King with that gift. You can become a god with that gift. But a man of understanding, he will never make the kind of mistakes that Donald Trump and Martin Luther King made in their lives. He'll never do that because he knows when he slips. In essence, what's the point? It's better to be a man of understanding than it is to be able to speak well. That's better. It's better to be a man of good conscience and wisdom than it is to be able to give a roaring speech that makes women cry and men thunderously clap. It's better to have a good conscience than it is to be a good speaker. That's the point. All right?
Khan, sir. I got verse 8.
Gator baby, was that it?
I got two more verses, sir. He that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial.
How other men's money is like one that's gathering stones for his own tomb. Well, that is exactly how the home ownership market works in America and Great Britain and Trinidad. What do you buy your home with? Buy your home with money. That's how you don't build your home with your own money. You borrow money to buy a house. That is every house is purchased. Buy a house that's worth $300,000. In the end, when you finally pay that house off, you will have paid $1 million for that house. So what are you in essence doing? You're giving yourself a debt that you're going to die with. That's what happens. You buy, instead of really buying a home, you're buying a lifelong debt. That's the point. And this scripture is in the Bible thousands of years ago, which shows you one thing, that we as a people could have known how to not have life-crippling debt if we adhere to the laws of God, to the wisdom of the Bible. And it also tells you this, that our oppressor, he knew what he was doing by giving us the loans. He knew he was not helping us. When they gave Haiti the loans, and when they gave the so-called North American Indians the loans, and when they gave blacks and Latinos, home ownership loans, they knew they weren't helping us to climb out of poverty. They knew they were digging us deeper in it. They knew it. They know in actuality, this loan would crumble down our entire life, and by the end of our life, we would still have that debt. That's the point, Lord. That's a scripture about the housing crisis, about buying a home. All right.
Colonel Wakan, sir. One more, just one more, sir, if I could. The congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together, and the end of them
It's like what?
like tow.
It's like what wrapped together? I can't
Tow.
hear you. Spell it.
TOW.
It's like tow wrapped together. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan. And the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them.
You might have to look up that word tow and to see what context it is. It sounds like it's when you tie something like when you tow a truck, but I could be wrong. You better look up the context before I break it down for you, all right?
Colonel Wakan, sir.
Okay, from what it sounds like, if I'm correct in the context, like being tied to something, like towing a truck, but I can't be sure without looking it up. All right?
Slug it, sir.
Whenever you're ready. If you want to do it next, wait.
Slug it, sir.
Please.
Tow in that context, I believe, would be the coarse, short fibers that are used to ignite a flame.
That's better. Yeah, that's perfect. Tow is like a kindling then. Kindling. So read it from the top again.
Colonel Wakan. The congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together, and the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them.
I think you get that now, Gator Bay. It's like
Colonel
kindling. Whole congregation of the wicked. The Christian church, the Muslim mosque, all of the haters of the Lord our God, Nuestro Dios. They're all like kindling, all bound up together. Bound up together, and in the end, they're going to all burn. You see what happened with those fake Israelite groups. Ephraim was telling me about it. Commanding General Tu Chazar Yap telling me about some Sega Genesis or some Genesis Israelite group. They all joined together, and they was in the Sakaris, and then their woman is a great whistleblower. She's a whistleblower, that woman of hers. She's an investigative reporter, a whistleblower. And so she exposed everything in there, and it was on the internet this week. Ephraim is going to tell me about it in class, so I can understand it, and then I'll give a breakdown on it. All right, but that's a good. The Genesis people, the Sakaris, the IUIC, they're all kindling, brother. That's all. That's all. Kindling. You understand?
Most High in Christ, the water, sir.
What's that in Espanol? Kindling. I used to know that. Where the fuego. Might be fuego. Someone tell me who was habla español.
What the
fire? Yeah.
Yeah, fuego.
Fuego. That's correct. All right. Anything else?
That's it, sir. The water.
No problem. I think Lena, él es Lena. He is firewood. Lena. Fuego. Anything else?
Come on, sir. Montreal has a question.
Montreal, you're up.
One. Yabashem Shabrakata, mon général. So, like you said, if I could, with your grace, out of one, can I get a breakdown of Genesis chapter 34, verse 1 to 7, specifically when the Hivite clave unto Dinah and defiled her? It's more so, how did he defile her, and also how did they negotiate a marriage if the defile was her being abused, for lack of better words.
Okay, who are we speaking about again?
Sechem and Dinah, the sister of the 12 tribes out of one.
The sister, the one with the Levi and Simeon went and killed all those cats over?
Kawakan, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Kawakan, this is Genesis chapter 34, verse 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. Verse 2. And when Sechem, the son of Amor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her.
Keep going.
Karawakan, verse 3. And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. And he loved the damsel and spake kindly.
He loved her. His soul clave unto her, and he loved her. Keep going.
Kanawakan. And spake kindly unto the damsel.
And he spoke, he was sweet to her. He seduced her. He spoke kindly to her. He was nice and spoke nice to her. Keep going.
Kanawakan. Verse 4. And Sechem spake unto his father Amor, saying, Get me this damsel to wife. Verse 5. And Jacob heard that he had defiled
He said,
Dinah.
Get me this damsel to wife.
Asalaki, sir.
And Jacob heard he had defiled the question.
The question is basically how can we prove that defilement is grape, and also how did they negotiate a marriage, more so when Jacob was telling them, to get their house to get circumcised, basically.
Yeah. Well, let me just tell you what happened. I'll bring it in today's terms, right?
Okay.
Many brothers in the UPK, we always think about scripture like a rape. We think about it like he forced her, but the Bible does not say that he forced her. That's not there, right? It's not there that he forced her. It's not there. It said that in essence, he had sex with her. And he loved her. He talked sweet to her. So based on the words that are there, you can picture what happened. He met this woman outside somewhere, and he sweet talked her. He seduced her. He told her things that women love to hear. He told her the kind of things that if you tell a woman this kind of thing, she will foolishly have sex with you because she's too stupid and too weak to smooth words to be able to withhold her virtue. And he had sex with her, and it was consensual, and it was absolutely defiling. Now, how is she defiled? Just think one west. Think your daughter. That's all. If your daughter comes home, if your daughter says, Hey, Dad, I love you. Listen, I know what you teach and I know what you taught us, and I believe in that. But I met the sweetest African today. Oh, he was just he talked to me so smoothly. He told me I was pretty, Daddy. He told me I was beautiful. He told me he was going to provide for me. He told me he would provide for me. He told me he would get me up my house and buy me shoes. And he loves me, Dad, and I had sex with him. Can you please bless our union? What would you tell your daughter? Huh? Montreal?
So like, you sleep with a heathen, you're not my daughter no more. Cut off.
You're not my daughter anymore. You are what?
You're cut off.
You are what?
Salakia.
Right in front of you.
She's as a heathen. You're defiled.
It's right in front of you. Say again?
She's defiled.
See, she's defiled. She's defiled. That's how she got defiled, because she broke the law having sex with a man outside of her race. That's how she's defiled. Now she's disgusting. Now she's filthy. She's defiled herself. If this is what, you're going to hear a lot of talk on the internet about the kind of man to marry. And I think every woman out there knows the kind of man that society tells you should marry. A provider. He has to be tall, at least 6'2". He must be tall. He must be a provider. He must be handsome. He must love his mother. He must have his own house, his own car. He must have a job. There is so much data about what man to marry. What you might want to, a better question is, sister, what type of man will you give it up to? What type of man will you have sex with? You know what they'll stay in? Whoever's around when I'm drunk. Whoever's around, whoever works next to me on my job, whoever talks to me on my lunch break. You see, the kind of man that they will have sex with is a much lesser man than the kind they will marry, because they don't put any onus or gravity on sex. Sex is nothing. So if you just want some tail, get me drunk, buy me some weed. I don't care if you're 5'2". I don't care if you have a job. That's why these women always have babies' daddies who ain't shit, because they have sex with anyone. But they will only marry a man at least 6'3" with a job and a good provider. Sex is what will bless you or defile you. Sex. Woman was defiled. Her father tried to say, Lord have mercy, we're here with these heathens. Her father tried to find a way to make a deal. Why? Why did he try to find a way to make a deal? Montreal? Because it wasn't rape. The woman did it. His daughter did it. This African did not rape his daughter, and that's why Jacob was going to try to negotiate some type of settlement with these heathens. But the sons of Levi and Simeon, they were self-willed. You know, and it was just too late for brothers like that. You understand me? Hey, me entiendes? You understand? What's that in French?
Est-ce que tu comprends?
You understand me in French?
Est-ce que tu comprends?
Est-ce que tu comprends? And what's qu'est-ce? What's that French phrase like? Qu'est-ce? Does that sound familiar?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
No. Yeah. Is that a French phrase?
Kawakan, it means what is this?
Okay, what is this? Okay, no problem. Okay, so you understand now, I'm sure, I'm sure Montreal, right?
Kawakan, sir. And if I could, I have one more question real quick, if I may, sir.
Please, go ahead.
Kawakan, sir. It's in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, where it says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Now I understand that it's referring to later down Jacob and Esau. But my question is, can it also be used for Cain and Abel?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can use it you can just start going after the serpent and Eve in the garden. This dynamic will take place all the way up to the book of Revelations until right now today in this class. That's correct.
Kawakan, sir. Toara mon général. That was it I wanted to do.
Please. Merci. Is that please? Merci is please, correct? What's thank you?
Thank you is merci.
Thank you is merci. Merci. Thank you. All right.
Toara, sir.
Anything else?
Like, sir. On that, somebody asked a question in the comments on that topic. Apologies, General, but if a woman has been with the heathen and you marry her next, have you redeemed her or just added sin to yourself?
Well, the question is, are you marrying that woman that had sex with that heathen, or are you marrying a new creature in Christ? Is she the same person? Is she the same person that defiled herself? Then don't touch her. Don't touch a woman. Is she the same person that was smoking weed and had sex with all those men? Is she the same person that was getting high and made terrible choices in every relationship? Is she the same pork eater, the shrimp eater, the liar that has been having sex with men that she regrets since she was 12 years old? Don't ever touch her. But is she a new woman? Is she a new woman? If so, take her into your heart. Take her into your bed. If she's a new woman, pray you understand. Let's go into the end of this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chicago has a question.
Please, Chi-Town, you're up.
General.
All right, go ahead.
Shalom, Yahabashi, Shah Barakatah, General. I got a question. I got a brother that's in the prison department up here, and he asked me a question to ask you for tonight. The brother name is Officer 50 Kakana Lab as well.
Kakana Lab, prison department. All right, warrior, Kakana Lab. You got it, Officer Kakana Lab.
Can I start at 1 and 2 because I think this is what's confusing them, and then I want to go down to 12, 13, and 14.
Please, no problem.
Kind. Ezekiel 14 and 1. Then came certain of elders of Israel unto me and sat before me. And the word, verse 2, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying. So what he's thinking is they in Israel right now when they saying this, because verse 12, 13, and 14 kind of confused them. It says, the words of the Lord came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out mine hands upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. Verse 14 is the part that confuses them. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, said the Lord. And he was saying, well, Noah and Daniel and Job wasn't in Israel. So, like, what was the significance of them three in this scripture?
What were they in?
Babylon?
Noah?
Oh.
And Job. What were they all in? They're in the same thing you're in. Let me ask you a question. Is food plentiful in your neighborhood? Is your neighborhood destroyed? Don't you understand? You're reading about a precept. You're reading about a precept that's written on the other side of the world that you can apply to the west side of Chicago right now. Precept. Now, how is that? How is that when we change locations, we still don't change conditions? Why is that?
Because we still.
Because this is speaking about a nation of people, not a place. Israel is wherever you are. Zion is wherever you are. Do you understand? Where Zion is. So when we were in the Middle East, when we were there, our land was being destroyed by the Romans and the Greeks, and we were in oppression in our homeland. That wasn't someone else's land. That was our land, and we obeyed our Roman and Greek masters every day. And they killed pigs on the temple of Solomon's altar in our land. Do you understand? Our land was destroyed. We were kicked out and enslaved. Now here we are, and we're getting shot to death by Chinese people over a bottle of water tonight. We're getting killed like that. And now we're in a totally different place. But changing locations doesn't change your condition. Noah. Say the names again.
Noah, Daniel, and Job.
Noah, Daniel, and Job were all part of the same nation. Noah is one of the great grandfathers of Israel. Daniel, of course, is a member of the nation of Israel. Job is one of the great grandfathers of the nation of Israel. And we all suffer the same condition no matter where we live. Wherever we are, Israel is there. That's where Israel is. That's the point. You understand? Jesus Christ said it. Jesus Christ said it in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. Give me as in the days of Noah. Jesus Christ said this when he said, "The only thou seekest a sign, you will receive no more sign than the sign of Jonah in the wilderness." You're not going to receive a sign. The same thing that applied all those years ago to Jonah, Daniel, and Noah. Jesus Christ brought up those same instances this time, and now we're doing it today. You can give me any one of those. You go, they that seek a sign. You know which ones I want, Shot Time. You got it.
Come, sir. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
You understand that? As the days of Noah were, it's Jesus Christ is going to come back just like that. It's the same. What was happening during the time of Noah? A man who everyone looked down on because he was a famous alcoholic. They looked at him for his past. You know, they looked at him because he was a former crackhead, a former drug addict, a former gangster disciple, right? A former black disciple. They look at him like, oh, this is a criminal. This is a old drunk. Now he's building a boat. Look at this nigga building a boat. They laughed. The Bible says they laughed him to scorn. They laughed at him. And he kept building. He kept building. He kept building. He brought his family. His family were the only people that listened to him. He had three sons. They had 3 wives, and he had, one wife apiece, and he had a wife, and that's the only people he could get to join his group. That's it. That's all. He obeyed the Most High God's dietary law, brought in 7 of every clean animal, 2 of every unclean animal. What would you Christians do? You Christians don't even believe in the clean and the unclean animals. So how would you be Noah? How would you do what Noah did, Christians? When you don't believe in the clean and the unclean animals. Well, Noah brought in 7 of every clean animal, 2 of every unclean animal, male and female. And then he shut the doors to the ark. And then 40 days later, the only people alive were the people in his group. I pray you understand Second Genesis, Sakari, IUIC, Baptists, Christians, Muslims. You got great Christian groups, Southern Baptists. They have hundreds and thousands, millions of members. Well, millions of people drowned and 8 people survived. That's what happened in the days of Noah. And so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. That's right. The point of Chicago. Do you understand?
The Water General, I appreciate that.
What are you for? Anything else?
Yes, sir. Virginia has a question.
Big VA, I see you, Captain. Good to see you. What can I do for you? I can't hear you.
Salakia General, can you hear me now? Salakia.
Back to what?
Most High in Christ, Shalom, Lord of Christ, General. Most High in Christ, the water again. With your grace, Adawan, I would like a breakdown of Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 23. Where it says, Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 23, make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. I would like to know, what does it mean to make a chain? Is that referring to like a barrier of some kind?
It's a shackle.
Okay, Katawakan is like a shackle. Okay, Katawakan, sir.
Because that's what you need for criminals, right?
Katawakan.
Criminals got to be chained up. You understand?
Right.
The Most High is like, make some chains because there's a lot of criminals around here. Make some chains. The land is full of bloody men and criminals, so we're going to start to get some chains together and start to put some of these devils in chains. Some of these evildoers, these bloodthirsty murderers. Make some chains. Get some chains together. You understand? We intend this.
Katawakan. Katawakan, the water, Alawa.
Was that it?
Katawakan, sir.
Please. Algo más.
Yes, sir. We have a few questions in the comments. One West Zakarwan asks, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yal Shabrakatah. Officer Zakarwan checking in from Dallas, Texas. Salaki Adawan. Can you break down Proverbs 17 and 5 through 6, the Water General, sir?
No problem. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Proverbs 17 and verse 5. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished.
That's an excellent precept. Read it one more time.
Khan, whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker.
Yeah, algún día seres pobre. Algún día seres la inmigrante. Algún día necesitares la ayuda de un desconocido. One day you're going to be poor. That's what you have to remember when you mock the poor. Algún día seres pobre. One day you're going to be poor. One day you're going to be an immigrant. One day you are going to need the help of a stranger. One day. And you have to remember that when you want to laugh at someone because they ain't got no job. They ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. He on welfare. Look how cheap his shoes are. Those shoes are so cheap. Oh, algún día seres pobre. Algún día seres la inmigrante. One day you'll be an immigrant. You laugh at immigrants and you hate them because they have to stand outside of a Home Depot to feed their families. One day you will be an immigrant. One day you will be poor. Algún día pedirás misericordia. One day you're going to ask for mercy. One day. And you have to remember that when you make fun of poor people. You have to remember that one day you're going to be just like them. That's the point, if that was the question.
Yes, sir. And then Slack, so there's more in the verse. And he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're happy when bad things happen to people, someone is going to be happy when bad things happen to you. That's why it's so terrible what these devils are doing to our brothers, the tribe of Yashakar, the tribe of Levi, the Mexicans and the Haitians, Guatemalans, the Trinidadians, the West Indians. Algún día seres pobre. Algún día serás la inmigrante. If you could just remember that the condition that these people are in, and if I laugh at them and mock them and have no mercy on them, that is the condition that I will be in. That's the point. Jesus Christ came back and taught it in the New Testament when he said, love thy brother as thyself. You have to remember that that is your fate if you mock and belittle someone because of their low condition. That's the point. Is there anything else?
Khan, sir. Children's children are the crown of old men.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
And the glory of children are their fathers.
Yeah, children's children are the crown of old men. Grandchildren is what that's speaking about. Children's children. Those are your grandchildren. As you get older, you want to see grandchildren. You want to see your legacy going on. You get older in age, and now all your children are grown. They're grown now. Yet there's a baby running around the house. That's a beautiful thing to a grandfather or to a grandmother. To see little children, even though their own children are giant adults by now. It's a crowning achievement to their old age. Not only have they survived a living hell, they've raised up a child to the point that they could raise up another child. And it's a testament to that they did a good thing in life. They made something of themselves and left something behind for the next generation. It's a crowning achievement to have grandchildren. That's the point. Is there anything else?
Sir, that's all on that.
So,
someone asked in the comments, Shalom Adonai, how about Shem Shwagatah? Salaki, my Lord, if I may, with your grace, have you heard about the case of Michael Austin Kennedy in Arkansas? A cop's wife outed him as racist. And I hadn't heard about this.
I haven't heard about it either, Ephraim. Ephraim will find out about it.
I just looked it up real quick, and apparently his wife put out dozens of text messages between them where he uses the N-word, it calls people spics and everything else. So now he's had to resign.
I wonder when his wife found out that he was a racist. Want to guess? You know what his wife is, Ephraim? She's an investigative reporter. She's a whistleblower.
Yeah.
I wonder, see if you can research in the story why they divorced or why they broke up.
Yes, sir.
And also, if you can tell me how old those text messages are, that would be helpful for later. Save that for later. I'm not sure about the brother. The cop, of course, is the devil. And he, of course, should not be a police officer. He should be begging outside of a Home Depot. And some brother from Yashikar, from Mayco, should be a cop. He should get his job. Then now the immigrants would have jobs. I don't see why you don't let the immigrants become cops. Let them all become cops. Fire these devils. They're bloodthirsty animals, cruel, with no intelligence and no mercy. Let the immigrants become cops. Let them be cops. Let them have jobs so that they don't have to go back to Mexico before they want to. Is there anything else?
Yes, sir. So these text messages were released in their divorce proceedings.
Did they say how old they were?
So, like, sir,
how old were the text messages?
They're from it looks like pretty recent.
Oh, okay. I got you. So she releases these tapes as they're being divorced. You know, it didn't stop her from marrying that racist pig. It damn sure didn't stop her from having sex with him. You see, that's a lesson I pray that I'll try to teach later today to a lot of you women who have no discretion with who you have sex with. You don't have any discretion. But when he cheats on you, then you're going to become a whistleblower. Then now you're an investigative reporter. She was just undercover marrying that racist Ephraim. That's all. Undercover. To expose the world of racist cops. I'm sure that's why she was with him for years. And then now exposes that she was with a racist. The cop absolutely should be fired. He's a disgusting pig. And a brother from the tribe of the Mexicans should have his job. Is there anything else?
Wow, sir, that's all on that. Quick shout out. We got a couple more zones joining us. If I could, sir, we got Trinidad or Sluggish. So we already shout out Trinidad. We got Syracuse with us, and Captain Zaniya.
Oh, Syracuse. See you. I see you, Syracuse. Good to see you all. Good to see you.
We got some more questions in the comments. Maga War 144 asks, Shalom, General, can I get a breakdown of Exodus 20 and 26, Baba Gashah?
No problem.
Exodus 20 and 26. Neither shalt thou go up by steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness not be not discovered thereon.
That's it.
Come on.
The Most High God is saying that because he didn't want anybody to be able to look under your garment. Right? Nakedness in the Bible is shame. So imagine you have a garment and no one is supposed to see under the garment. A long time ago, that was considered shameful. A long time ago, when you went to the swimming pool, you had to damn near dress in a suit to get in a swimming pool. What people considered naked was a lot more strict than what's considered naked today. I think naked today just means your penis is out and your vagina is out. A long time ago, a woman would never show you her ankles. Someone seeing your ankles was considered naked. So that's why this precept is like, imagine a gigantic staircase where the people under the staircase could see under the priest's long garment. That would have been considered improper. That's the point. Is there anything else? Yeah, I Gomas.
Colonel Khan, sir, there's a brother asks, Salakis, sir, if you can, what is fornication according to the scriptures? I always thought fornication and adultery went hand in hand. The water for your time, sir.
No problem. Adultery is a type of fornication. Fornication is kind of a broad phrase that can be relating to your relationship with your God, Padre Celestial, your father, or it can be in relation to a woman's husband or what you do with another man's wife. Okay, so let me give it to you. The first one. The first one is you'll read scriptures where fornication is speaking about how we, as the Most High God's possession, worship other gods, and that is considered fornication, but a spiritual fornication because we are married to Him, and we're supposed to have one God, right? Nuestro Dios uno es. It's one God. That's it. So if we go and worship a strange God like the God of the Christians, we're considered fornicators, right? Then you have another fornication, which would encompass all sexual deviance. So you got a man having sex with a woman who belongs to another man. You got a man who's a sexual deviant having same-sex relationships. That's fornication. Child molestation. That's fornication. All types of just sexual deviance on earth. So you can just use fornication to just encompass every type of unlawful, deviant sexual contact on earth. And you can refer it to our disloyalty, lealtad, our lack of loyalty to the Most High God. That's also considered fornication. Go here. Anything else?
Come
on.
A brother asked, Salaki, sir, if I may, General, have you heard of the oppressor impersonating himself as a cop trying to kidnap a young black girl?
I did not hear about that either. You see that?
I actually have that one on hand if you want to see that real quick.
I'm ready if you are.
Come on.
King County 911.
Hey, we got a girl over here running for her life.
You need to sit down, sweetie. Hey, calm down. Come on. You all right?
Took her phone, social security card, and more, claiming to take her to the police station. Deputies say instead he pulled into a driveway and got out to look through the trunk. That's when the victim was able to escape and flag down help from a passing truck driver.
And tonight, your senior investigative reporter Liz Owens is live from our newsroom after speaking to one of those witnesses. Liz.
Divine delayed timing. Those are the words Anthony Moore said that led him to being at the right place at the right time.
Aiken County 911.
And to summarize, sir, it was a truck driver who saw her running and was able to flag down the police. And then when the guy even came up, still claiming to be a cop, they said, no, man, we don't believe you, and ran him off.
Let me tell you something now. Listen, our oppressor is a scourge upon this earth. He is a sickness, and he would be so much happier if he was in chains, and the world would be a better place. Even white people have to realize, under Donald Trump, you're simply too free. You're too free under Donald Trump. And Donald Trump brings out your worst nature. Why? Because you feel free to be your natural self. White people work better when they are oppressed. When white people have affirmative action on their head, forcing them to hire blacks and Latinos. When white people have loose immigration laws, making them feel like the country is being overridden with Latinos, Haitians, and West Indians. That environment is safer for white people and for their prospective victims. White people cannot feel free. They cannot feel like they can put on a badge and everyone will bow to them, everyone will obey them, because they simply cannot resist the urge to harm people. They're better off when they are being kept down by strict, rigid laws that increase help to blacks and Latinos, and it makes white men feel inadequate. They must embrace the feeling of inadequacy, sexual inadequacy, intellectual inadequacy. They must accept it, because in doing so, their base urge to hurt people will be curtailed. It will be suppressed, and then the world will be a safer place. Is there anything else? I Albumas.
We had two questions in the comments on, or Salaki, sir. We got a question on 2 Corinthians 11 and 1 through 2. Just a general breakdown, sir. 2 Corinthians 11 and 1. Would to God ye could bear with me a little in my folly, and indeed bear with me. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Christ.
This is just a general breakdown, you said?
Kind.
Yeah, this is the Apostle Paul saying, I know I watch over you too much. I know I'm so careful with you, but bear with me. Bear with me. Is this the book of Corinthians?
Kind.
Yeah, this is Paul speaking to the school in Corinth. And he was very, very watchful to make sure that the school in Corinth didn't make a mistake and follow someone that they should not follow. Because he knew the school in Corinth were full of kindly, good-hearted brothers. So he had to make sure they were on the straight path. In essence, he had to make sure that they were not going to follow someone who would lead them away from following Jesus Christ. So he said, be patient with me. I just want to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Oh, who's that teaching you? Who are you talking to? What is he saying? Who are you following? What is he doing? I know I'm overprotective about you, Corinth, but please forgive me. Please bear with me. You see, I have a godly jealousy over you. Meaning what? This is not a jealousy like men have one to another, or like a man has to a woman. I'm jealous because I want to show the Lord that you have performed your duty for him. I want to present you in front of the Most High God. I want to say, Lord, look at my school in Corinth. Look at them. None of them is leaving truth. None of them is creating some false doctrine or some false religion. They are all on the straight path that I put them on in the name of Christ, my King. And I want to say to the Most High God, the school in Corinth is doing it the right way. And that's what Paul wanted to do. And that's why he was overly protective about the school in Corinth. That's a general breakdown if you needed it. All right.
Yes, sir. Another question, Salaki Alawap, can you break down 2 Ezra 13 and 1 through 6? Come on, 2 Ezra chapter 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. Like
Let me just catch him up so I can jog my memory. This is a precept for Jesus Christ, right? This is Second Ezra.
Second Ezra, yes, sir.
A precept speaking about, this is a prophecy about Jesus Christ in the Old Testament. So you can put this in your precept book under Jesus Christ in the Old Testament, all right? That's speaking about Christ. It's a future prophecy about the Messiah, not Jesus Christ. That's the point. Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Should I continue through verse 7, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where did he want to end it at?
Verse 6 is we were at verse 4.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven.
So you can, of course, with Revelations, when all those people were gathered, which no man could number in the book of Revelations. Go ahead.
To subdue the man that came out of the sea.
To subdue him. What is that? World War III. That also is in the book of Revelations, when all of the nations of the earth will come together to fight our Lord and his angels. Keep going.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it.
So he engraved, like imagine engraving yourself a great mountain. You fly up above it. You can get that. That's in Revelation, the 12th chapter, when he flew away, when the baby was born. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not.
He wanted to know, where did he go? Where was this hill graven? He couldn't tell. That's the wilderness that the Bible speaks about. That's that place that when the elect of Christ go into the chariots, which are coming for those of us that have earned our way into salvation. Those chariots are coming to carry you home, to carry you to that place that he could not see. That place is the wilderness. It's someplace on the planet Earth. It's a place with no cities, which is what the exact term wilderness means. And in there will the Lord plead with his people. There we will be trained to be the next governors, the kings, the princesses, and the ruling class of the new heaven. That's that place. And no one knows where it is, but it's somewhere on the earth. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
These people were terrified because it's judgment day. It's judgment day. Su día está llegando. It's coming. Your day is coming. It's coming. Su día está llegando. It is coming. Right? It's on its way. Everyone knows that, and they're terrified, but they're still going to try to fight. They're still going to build all types of spaceships and tell you that these UFOs are aliens that we have to fight. We're under alien attack, y'all. We got to come together. That's what Donald Trump said. Donald Trump said aliens are real. They're here, and we have to fight them. If the aliens are an existential threat to this world, we have to fight them. They're terrified, and they're going to still fight because they're proud. That is the number one character trait of our oppressor. He is just so proud. That's Donald Trump. That's why Donald Trump is the perfect president for a hateful nation. I don't know when the last time a president was so perfect for America as Donald Trump. Esta un día nación odiosa, liderada por un hombre odioso. This is a hateful nation led by a hateful man. And Donald Trump is proud. He's scared. He's jealous. He's insecure. And he's going to fight even harder because of those things. Keep reading.
Yes, sir. Verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Keep going.
Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been.
Sent out of his what?
Out of his mouth.
Sent out of his what?
Out of his mouth.
Go get guns. Go get guns, you're telling me. That's how we're going to get delivered?
Out of his mouth.
We're going to go do terrorist attacks. Is that how we're going to get saved?
Out of his mouth.
How about legislation to get us all, what's that thing that Tariq Nasheed was trying to get?
Reparations.
Reparation. Maybe there's a government law that we have to all get passed, and Kamala Harris, she's the one who'll do it for us. Maybe we all need to find reparations, and reparations through the government is how we're all going to get saved. What did he do? Out of his what?
He sent out of his mouth.
Out of his mouth. Keep going.
As it had been a blast of fire.
The Bible says, through the foolishness of preaching will I save this people. You see, you think so many other carnal tactics are how you're going to defeat white people. You know you're oppressed. You can't. I mean, you have to be stupid as a Christian not to see that. But you think that the cure is legislation in Congress. You think that the cure is some black politician. You think, or a Latino politician. You think the cure is getting a bunch of guns and patrolling the neighborhood like the Black Panthers, until, of course, all of the Black Panthers get high on heroin. And then the Black Panthers are gone. You think that the solution is something a lot easier than changing who you are. Changing who you are is the solution. Why? Because a righteous person will speak the righteous words that destroy this kingdom. That's how you do it. You're going to have to be a better person, because a better person says the thing that destroys oppression. But being a better person is a lot of hard work. You better be ready to work. You better be ready to work if you want to be a good person. You're not ready to work. So you want to pass legislation for reparations, so you can continue to be a pimp, a deviant, a drug addict, but you can, vote. Voting is easier than getting off of drugs. I understand. I get it. It's not going to work, though. What's going to work is saying the thing that changes the hearts of people. And a people with a new heart towards God will be a people that God will protect. Is there anything else? Algo más.
Sir, that's all on that. There's another question from UPK or Da 144. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh, sir, with your grace. May I get a breakdown on Isaiah 19 and 24 through 25? How do we prove in verse 25, Egypt, my people, is speaking about Israelites to Christians?
Well, you probably got to go back to see who served slavery in Egypt, probably.
Okay.
Right? That's it. More than likely. Maybe. What's maybe in Spanish? Tal vez. Maybe. You got to go and show that the Israelites were in Egypt. We were in Egypt. We were the Egyptians in Egypt, suffering in Egypt. We were the people in Assyria, the slaves in Assyria. So you got to go back, and virtually every Christian will know about the Egyptian captivity. And then you can explain to them with one or two precepts and show that we were also in the northern kingdom in slavery in Assyria. And that's why this precept is speaking about the Israelites. Anything else? Hay algo más?
Wow, sir, there's another question in the comments from Kawan Matabach. Shalom, General, if I may have a general breakdown on Luke 12 and 49 through 50 throughout in advance.
Go ahead.
Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? Verse 50. Slacking, sir?
Keep going, please.
Verse 50. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished?
Yeah. Just a general breakdown, right?
Come on.
Go one verse above it.
Yes, sir. Verse 48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes.
Mm-hmm.
For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required.
I mean, this Jesus Christ is speaking to the brothers he left in charge when he leaves to go to the Father. He's saying, of course, that when he leaves you in charge, he's giving you a lot. So much is required of you, meaning you better be careful how you watch over the children of God until Jesus Christ returns. If you did like the brothers that just got risen up to become captains under commanding General Yohana, that's a great responsibility. It is not simply, a day of praise or the feeling your crowning achievement. in the work of the Lord because you haven't done a goddamn thing to earn the right to be anything at all. Myself included. What in the hell have we done to earn such praise? To earn some man calling us sir and to standing up when we come into the room? What in the hell have we done to deserve anything at all? Well, you would be wise to consider yourself nothing because you haven't earned the right to be anything at all. But you could earn it. That's what you could do. You could decide, you know what? I know I'm unworthy of it, but I'm going to go make myself worthy of it. I'm going to go do it because I've been given a great thing. So now I must give a great thing. I've been given great opportunity. Now I must capitalize on it. Keep going.
And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more.
I just broke that down. I pray. Keep going.
Sir. Verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth.
Jesus Christ came to set this world on fire. That's what he wants to do. That's his goal. Keep going.
And what will I if it be already kindled?
And what will I if it's already started? Who will? I'm trying not to give you the answer, but it's right in front of your face the way I just broke it down. I want a fire to be set. Now, what will I do if it's already set? What will I do? Who's the brother to ask the question? Right here? Kawan?
Yes, sir.
Kawan. Jesus Christ wants to set a fire. Now, when he comes back, if he finds out someone has already set it, what will he say? Kawan? Anyone, I guess, for time's sake. Come on.
It's like, sir, well done.
Good job. Well done. That's correct. Be an hecho. Be an hecho. Well done. I'm here to set a fire. Imagine Jesus Christ. He's saying, well done. Be an hecho. Jesus Christ is saying, listen, man, I can't wait to get back to the earth so I can set the place on fire. He comes back. He sees that Kawan already started it. Fine with me. Great. You understand? We don't have to wait until Jesus Christ returns for us to set the world on fire. We don't have to wait for him. He wants it done. Why not do it now? Why not start it? Why don't we go out on the internet, on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and in Times Square in New York and in every small city, every large city? Why don't we go throughout the planet Earth and start the fire now? Why don't we go do it? But when he returns, he'll go, I'm glad to see you brothers didn't wait on me before you got to work. I'm glad to see when you became an officer of 50, you consider that a crowning achievement in your life. You became a 12-shield general. I'm glad you didn't say, I've achieved something in life. I'm glad you didn't sit back on your laurels and think you made it. Glad you decided to start the fire. When I come, I'll see you already did it. And I will say, thou good servant, thou hast done my will. That's the point. The point is to get it going, start it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's not sit back and be so fucking patient and satisfied and so equipped. Let's not get, all of you think you're some big J, all of you think you're ministers of propaganda. All of you think you made it, you've done it. Yeah, I hear you. I understand. You're a great, great, wonderful, wonderful man. I get it. You rule the world. I understand that. Or we could count ourselves unworthy of all praise, unworthy of all of the reputation that we have not earned. And we could set out to earn it before our king even gets here. That's what this precept is about. Is there anything else?
Sir. Israelite UPK shared the precept on the previous one, Jeremiah 44:1. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the Jews which dwell in the land of Egypt, which dwell at Migdol and Taphanes and at Noph and in the country of Pathros.
Sounds good to me.
Anything
else?
Yes, sir. A quick question. Slack, sir, Shalom, Lord in Christ. Will you break down Leviticus 19 and 15? What does it mean to not respect the person of the poor?
Broke this down last week. Remember this.
So,
you know, I try to be paciencia. Okay. What this means is that respecting the person of the poor means that you are looking at how poor they are and making a judgment based on their poverty. Respecting the person of the rich means that you're looking at how rich they are and making a judgment based on how rich they are. This week in the Carmelo Anthony is a brother who self-defense stabbed these group of white people who were trying to lynch him, trying to kill him today. And of course, he was arrested for stabbing one of them. And his jury is all white. He has an all white jury. From before today, I thought you couldn't even have an all white jury. I went and looked it up, and there's a law in Texas. You can find this for them, Ephraim.
Sir.
That you absolutely can have an all white jury in the state of Texas. And there are certain questions you can ask to exclude minorities. And that is the phrase that it used when I looked it up. It's called something pass. And it says that they use this to exclude minorities. It's in the phrasing when you look it up. Why is that? Because the poor, people have respect upon the poor. They look at the poor like spectacles, aspect, perspective. The term spec means to see, right? So you look at the poor, he doesn't have a suit on, he's black, he's Latino, he's an immigrant, he's guilty. You look at the rich, he has a suit on. You see, he has a big time lawyer that the judge went to school with. You look at the rich man and you have respect unto the rich man. You have respect unto the poor man, which means the rich man is not guilty and the poor man is guilty. Anything else?
Wow, sir, that's all on that. On that subject, the Carmelo trial, not only did they seat an all-white jury, but outside the courthouse, they got this going on.
Whatever you talk about the motherfucking lie, and you motherfucking know it. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you talk about the motherfucking lie, and you know it. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Chimping out, man. Low impulse control. This is the reason why Austin Metcalf is dead. Because this is a response that is told. This is the response they teach their young people to have.
That's the same Jake Lang that we recently saw getting beat up in Minneapolis.
Yeah, don't worry. Listen, su día está llegando. Su día está llegando. Es la voluntad de Dios. Su día está llegando. Listen, God's judgment is coming. God's judgment, don't worry. It's coming. Don't worry about people like him. Here's what you might have to understand. The court system probably won't work for black people. I'm just saying it because it hasn't, in like 300 years or something, and go back to Great Britain when it hasn't worked, and it still doesn't work in Great Britain today. Give me the Texas law. Just ask Alexa or Google. Why is it legal in the Carmelo Anthony case for there to be an all-white jury? It'll explain this law they have in Texas. Whenever you have it, please.
Yes, sir. The gist of what I got is that if they're able to argue that the facts of the case are race neutral and that race is not involved, then the circumstances won't necessitate a racially diverse jury, and that's what took place.
So, and they said, listen, there's no reason to have black people on this jury because this case has nothing to do with race. So then they could just have an all-white jury, and get the name of the law. It's a bypass, or it has a name that I forgot.
Come on.
It's in Texas. And they ask certain questions, and they just get rid of all the minorities off the case. And remember, a district attorney just cares about winning a case. They don't care about the morality of winning the case at all. So they're just winning. And he knows, of course, he's going to win this case if it's an all-white jury, because he's going to put people on the jury just like that filthy pedophile that's in front of that courthouse. What's his name again?
Jake Lang.
Jake Lang is a pedophile.
Right.
He's clearly a pedophile, and some good investigative reporter that he's been having sex with for 2 years is going to reveal it in a second. Some whistleblower that is in his bed is going to reveal that Jake Lang is a pedophile. Just wait.
Sir.
I'm sorry.
They've already built it.
I didn't know about that either.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what you're even talking about. You taught me Jake Lang's name today before class. I don't even know about it. But I know white people. I made it my business to understand them, my service under Commanding General Your Honor. And I understand them. And I know a pedophile. And Jake Lang is absolutely a pedophile. Even his hatred for black people is sexual in nature. It's sexual. White people are strange sexually. They're strange sexual people. All types of things that are not sexual are sexual to white people. All types of sadomasochism and getting punched in the face and hit with a hammer in the head and tied up and beat. Things you would say, well, that's sexual at all. Oh, it's sexual to them. It is extremely sexual to them. And him yelling at black people, he's getting sexual gratification. Not only do white people have a strange sexuality, it's centered around a power dynamic, meaning I'm big, you're small. I'm old, you're young. I'm free, you're a slave. It's centered around a power dynamic that turns them on sexually. Not only is it centered around a strange sex, but even when they're having sex, you don't know that this is sex we're having. There's so many white women out. They didn't know they had sex with that white man, but they did. You know, but did we have sex? All I did was take hot candle wax and pour it all over you and smack you in the face. The man says, "Woo, thank you. I need a cigarette." The white woman is like, "What? When are we gonna have sex? We already did. Yeah, when you kicked me in the balls and smacked me in the face, that was sex." White women are sitting home, laying in the bed all night, waiting for sex. Man comes home and says, "Here you go, baby. Here, smack me in the face and jam this in my side and punch me in the face." And then it's done. And the white man goes, "Woo, all right, gotta go to sleep. Get up for work tomorrow." And the bitch is sitting there like, "Well, when we gonna have sex?" All she hears is snoring because he went to sleep because they had sex already. Jake Lang is out there in front of that courthouse saying, "He's chimping out. He's chimping out. Ooh, he's chimping out." He had sex today. That was his sex. He's a pedophile. Is there anything else?
Come on, sir. Syracuse has a question.
Please, Syracuse.
Adawan, y'all about Shemel Shabbat. Slaki, sir, Adawan, if I may, I'm asking on the behalf of Officer Sabayab. He would like a breakdown of Revelations chapter 5, 1 through 6, specifically about the book that only Christ can open.
All right. You got it. You better get to the topic too, Ephraim, right? No?
Kind. That's what I was going to say next, sir.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, sir.
God, sir, Revelation chapter 5, verse 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals.
The Apostle John is in prison on the island of Patmos, and he's having visions. He's sleeping at night. He's poor. He's starving to death on some island. He's having visions, writing them out on parchment that he has, and then writing them on the cave walls. Right, and in the vision, he sees the book. So that's what you want to first remember, that this is a vision. This is not a literal book, but it's a vision about something that is spiritual. He sees a book. Go ahead.
God, sir. Verse 2. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice.
So this angel looks physically strong. Keep going.
Who is worthy to open the book?
The angel says, "Who is worthy to open this book?" He's yelling throughout the entire earth, under the earth, above the earth. Who is worthy to open this book? Go ahead.
And to loose the seals thereof.
The book, in many books at this time, this is back when books were very expensive to reproduce, very expensive. So a person would have to handwrite the Bible. He had to, back a long time ago, monks would sit and spend their entire life simply handwriting with a quill pen the Bible. And of course, when they're done, they would put leather straps on the Bible so it could not be opened because it was so expensive and time consuming to reproduce the Bible. This book is sealed up with 7 seals. So imagine a strong angel holding a book in the air and saying, who is worthy to open this book? Because you just can't be anybody and open this book. This book was too hard to prepare, too difficult to write, too difficult. So if you're going to read this book, you have to be worthy of it. Who is worthy? Keep going.
And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book.
No man in space, no man on the earth, no man in caves underground, no man at the bottom of the sea. The Bible is just trying to indicate that there is no one anywhere that was worthy to open the book. Now, what does worthy mean? Are you righteous enough to open this book? Have you never eaten pork, never eaten shrimp, never lied, never stolen, never harmed or hated your brother, never harmed anyone without cause? Have you been a just man? Have you put your children first above yourself? Have you done that? Did you stay with that man for the rest of your life? Did you stay with every woman you ever had sex with for the rest of your life? Have you done the right thing? If so, come open the book. Who is worthy to open the book? Brother, there was no one in the earth, above the earth, below the earth, who had a good enough right to be willing to open this book. Keep going.
Neither to look therein.
Nobody had been righteous enough to even read it, let alone open it. Keep going.
And I wept much.
And he did what?
And I wept much.
John wasn't worthy either. John wasn't worthy either. He cried. He cried a lot because he desperately needs someone to open this book up. You know why, warrior? Because just like that Bible that's in your hands, that book describes the inheritance that the children of God receive because of who they are and because of who they're willing to be. Because Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are your great-great-grandfathers. If you are willing to take hold of the commandments of God, you could rule the earth. You would have every tree on every green hill. Every blade of grass would be yours. 1,000 sheep on 1,000 hills would be your inheritance. Why? Because that's what it says in the book. That's what we found when we realized what the Bible says. We opened it up and had the truth of God in the Bible. We saw our inheritance in that Bible. We saw that we're not just niggers and spicks. The promised land belongs to us. All of everything that Abraham was offered, Isaac was offered and given inheritance. What Jacob received as inheritance rightfully belongs to us. And if we change our lives, we receive it. We don't have to suffer anymore. We don't have to suffer anymore. If we change our lives, we'll receive the inheritance of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is what is in the book. Here's the problem, Syracuse. The book is sealed up, and you have to be a righteous man to open it. John cried because there were no righteous men and righteous enough to open that book. Moses wasn't. Moses wasn't righteous enough. Moses didn't even make it into the promised land. He wasn't righteous enough. No prophet, the prophets of God were killed. They weren't righteous enough. No one was righteous enough. So for the Israelites, the chosen people of God, blacks and Latinos, to be able to hear their true inheritance, to receive their true place on this earth. Nobody could open it, so it could never happen. Keep reading.
Because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither there to look thereon. Verse 5. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book and to look
What a beautiful, beautiful.
God, sir.
Don't cry. Don't cry. It's okay. I know that all of us have sinned. I've sinned a lot more than all of you brothers listening to class tonight. I've sinned far worse than you. You're learning from a man right now that is not as good as you. I'm not the kind of person that you are. You're a better person than me. And yet, and still, Commanding General Yohana offered me a sanctuary in the Israelite school of UPK. I could not open that book. I wouldn't be worthy. But I don't have to cry anymore. For behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, he is worthy to open. He never ate pork. He never ate shrimp. He never harmed anybody. He never lied. He never stole. He lived his life at 12 years old. He was battling with the scholars over the law. He was performing miracles as a young man. He went out on the street and taught and suffered and died for a people that hated him. He is worthy to open. He's worthy to do it. He can open it. And all I have to do is follow him. I can do that. I can't, but I can follow it. I can do that. You follow us because we follow Jesus Christ. That's what we do. We follow him because he is worthy to open that. So now what happens? Now the book is open because the Lamb of God, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, opened it. Blacks and Latinos are the true Jews of the Bible. Blacks and Latinos are the true Jews of the Bible. Blacks and Latinos receive the kingdom of heaven. Blacks and Latinos will own the planet Earth. Blacks and Latinos will decide who lives and who dies. They will be the government. They will be the jury. They will be the judge. Now that can be performed. And that is the kingdom of heaven, brother. That is the reason that we're here. That's why we do this work. That's why we follow him, because he was worthy to open that book. That's the point.
Kawada, sir. Kawada, sir. Kind of one card.
It'd be a good time to get into your topic, sir.
Sounds good to me, Warrior. Let's get it on.
Right. We could start with this one here.
Pork. Go ahead and eat pork. That's what the Bible says. A lot of times people take what is from the Old Testament. He was talking to the Jewish people, the Jewish nation. And under the Jewish covenant, they could not eat certain things. But Paul says in 1 Timothy, he says to all things are permissible. All things are good. And so therefore, don't let anyone in regard to you that you must worship on this day. Some people say you only can worship on Saturday. Some people say you only can worship God on Monday. Some people say, Paul says, don't allow people to tell you what day to worship on. Don't allow people to tell you what you can put in your body.
Yeah.
Because truth would be.
What's this preacher's name?
This is Quincy Barnwell.
This is Quincy Barnwell. Quincy Barnwell, listen, listen, I hear you, Quincy Barnwell, Pastor Quincy Barnwell. Quincy Barnwell is saying, go ahead and eat pork. Go ahead and you don't have to consider the Sabbath day because don't let anyone tell you what you can do. That law was for the Jewish people. Well, Quincy Barlow, you convinced me. You convinced me that I don't have to follow the Ten Commandments. I don't have to follow some law that was for Jewish people in the Old Testament. However, Quincy Barlow, I don't want to eat pork. So instead of eating pork, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fuck his wife. That's what I'm going to do. Quincy Barlow, I want your wife's phone number because I'm going to put such good dick into your wife that she will never, ever go to church again. That's what I want to do. Quincy, I don't want to eat pork, but I do want to fuck your wife. Now, don't tell her what she can't put in her body. Don't tell your wife what she can't put in her body. You see, Quincy, you don't know this like most Christians, with your lust to eat pork. You don't know that by saying that the Old Testament and the laws in it are simply the laws for Jewish people and we don't have to keep them, you think in your mind you are only permitting people to eat pork. You are only permitting people to break the Sabbath. What you don't know, Quincy Barlow, is that you are also permitting people to break all of the laws in the Old Testament. I don't like pork, Quincy, but I do like tail. I don't like pork, but I like tail. Now, your wife, let me get a good look at it. Can you show me a picture real quick? I've never seen it before.
That's her right there.
That's her right there. I'll still hit it. I'll give her right back, though, if it was all right. Unless you want to afterwards. But Quincy Barlow, I'm going to fuck your wife just once. Just one time. And then I'm going to hand her right back. But I absolutely am going to meet your wife. I'm going to buy her a few drinks. Let me see. Your wife looks like she likes to have a drink. And I'm going to fuck Quincy Barlow's wife. And Quincy Barlow better not say anything about it. He better shut his mouth about it. Because I'm not bound by some Old Testament law for Jewish people. Give me the law against adultery. Give me the law against having sex with another man's wife. Give me that. Let me see that. It better not be in that Old Testament either.
Ooh.
It better not be in there. So Quincy, what's his wife's name?
I'm not sure his wife's name, sir.
Okay, fine. Quincy, call me. Come on, talk to me. Y'all my man. Quincy Barlow's wife. Y'all my man. Talk to me. Give me a call. Y'all my man. Give me a call. I'll fuck you one time. It'll be the only time you ever really got fucked in your life. That'll be it for you. That'll be this. This will be that. Then I'll have to give you right back to Quincy Barlow, the pastor. That's just that. You stupid Christians. Your lust to eat pork is so great that you would sanction every other crime that God told us not to commit in the Old Testament. Don't you understand that? The man that can eat pork can also commit adultery. The man that can eat pork also can steal. The man that can lie, the man that can covet, can also have sex with Quincy Barlow's wife, who I can look at her and tell has never had an orgasm ever. That's one of my gifts, Ephraim, to look at a woman and know if she ever has orgasms. It's like a spidey sense. You know what that is?
Yes, sir.
It's like a spidey sense that I have, and I can just tell. This is a sexually frustrated woman. She's sitting there laying next to Quincy Barlow. She's never had an orgasm at all. Sister, stand by, because I heard the pastor tonight, and I'm going to fuck Quincy Barlow's wife. I'm going to sit on a mission to go do it. Now, I'm sure Quincy Barlow will not tell me that that's wrong. I'm sure Quincy Barlow will never say, well, brother, you can't do that. Why can't I? Why not? Right. There is no law in America against fucking Quincy Barlow's wife. There's a reason. The only reason not to do it would be this. Give me the law in the Old Testament, please.
Yes, sir. Leviticus 20:10.
Where are you reading from?
Leviticus.
Oh, Leviticus, which means Levite, which means those Jews, those people from the past. Keep going.
And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
See, I read in the Bible where it says, if you have sex with Quincy Barlow's wife, you have to die, and Quincy Barlow's wife has to die. The good news is that's in the Old Testament. So I can ignore that. I'm going to fuck the brains out of Quincy Barlow's wife. Someone go into her inbox and just get my number. Y'all know how to contact Quincy Barlow. Ask Quincy, could I do it? Contact Quincy Barlow and ask him, say, can General MAHAYAMAN fuck your wife? Just once. I ain't going to keep her. I ain't greedy now. Just going to do it one time, and that's that. And then I'll walk away, and y'all can have a good family and keep loving each other. Because I don't have to obey that law that says I can't, because that is in the Old Testament. I don't have to obey that. Quincy Barlow, here's the good news for you. This is why you get to have a marriage another day. Because I know that I am one of those Jews that God gave this law to in the Old Testament. Right. I know that I'm a Jew, juif in French. I pray. I know I'm a Jew. I knew that law was written to me. So the good news is, Quincy Barlow, you get to stay married another day. Because not going to touch your wife at all. But I pray that you will understand and you will see that by you allowing and sanctioning the breaking of one law, you sanction the breaking of them all. Now give me that in the New Testament, and then I'll move on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm not going to do it, Akim, but I do want you to contact Quincy and tell him that I'm going to do
it. They said they're going to do it, sir. They're going to do it.
I would like that. I am serious about it. Okay, I would like you to tell him that I'll do it. And ask him what kind of flowers that she'd like to. Let me look at it.
They putting hammer emojis in the chat saying this is
I forgot it. Quincy Barlow, I'm gonna give your wife the Hebrew hammer. Ooh, Lord. Quincy, ask the sisters. They'll tell you. I am going to listen when this happens. Quincy, that girl, when she comes home skipping, just know that she's had the Hebrew hammer. When she walks into the house, you wonder, well, why are you in such a good mood today? Mind your business, Quincy. My wife from another room telling me to stop saying this. I can't even teach. You hear this? I'm getting yelled at from the back of the room that I got to stop doing it. I can't even give the holy word of God. Anything else?
It's like it, sir. James 2:10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all.
You see, that's what it says, Quincy Barlow. It says, whosoever shall keep the whole law, but offend in one point. So if you are willing to eat pork and to sanction the eating of pork, that's the same as sanctioning adultery or sanctioning murder or sanctioning child molestation. It's the same thing. So it's a stupid thing to do. You and your wife will be getting divorced in a second. It'll be happening. He'll do a sermon and he'll say, you know, me and my wife, just because we don't love each other anymore doesn't mean we don't love the kids and we don't love God. And the first family of the church will break up. They will. That's why Christians can do so many. Christians divorce each other like crazy, even though all of them take a vow that says they will stay together for the rest of their lives, for richer or poor, or sickness and health. Christians don't keep covenants. Christians don't keep promises. And that's why their marriages are disgusting. The good news is that I'm not going to do it, but I still want you to tell him I'm going to do it. Everyone understands.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
They telling me too that he's a frat boy. He's a Alpha Phi Alpha. They saying.
Listen, man, if he has an inbox, you know, make my invitation, please.
Yes,
and we could all have sex with you, know. Even I see you. You said you don't want to get involved in this. we could all do it. According to Quincy, we could all pull a train on her. I would assume we could just take turns Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's the man now. 7 days of the week. Christians, I'm going to get sick. Can I get to the next story?
Oh God, I don't even know where to go from there, sir. We got an ongoing protest at the Delaney detention facility in Newark, New Jersey here.
Yeah, let's address that really quick. Can you make a comment about the allegations that there's maggots in their food inside the facility, that toilet paper was taken away from them as a form of torture, that their hands have been twisted behind their back? Can you make a statement? Is that true or no? Hold on a second. Is that true or no?
To clean this facility.
Are you going to say that's true or false? Is that false? Can you say that's false on camera? Is it false? Yeah, I didn't think so.
This is a ICE detention center in New Jersey. And there's a big protest out in front of the detention center because the word has gotten out, probably through guards and through family members, that there are maggots in the food of this ICE detention center. They're being chained up all day, all night. They're starving to death. They're not allowed to see their family members. And there are protests in front of this ICE detention center in New Jersey because of it. Algún día seres pobre. Algún día seres la inmigrante. Algún día pedires misericordia. Algún día necesitarás la ayuda de un desconocido. You see, this is the richest country on the planet Earth. And when you have an abundance of money, you are supposed to have an abundance of resources to be able to feed the poor, feed the sick. And when you bring someone into prison, there you are now a custodian, the custodian over their lives. And for these people that have maggots in their food, that is not happening because of a lack of resources. That's not happening because they don't have the money. It's happening because the heart of white people is absolutely cruel. They want maggots in their food. They want these immigrants to die who haven't even been brought before a judge. White people in America do not love America. If you even loved the idea of America that the founding fathers set up and fought for during the Revolutionary War, you would be kind unto prisoners. That is directly built into the Constitution because the British were so cruel to their prisoners. Give me Andersonville in the Civil War, and give me the law in the Constitution about the treatment of prisoners, the cruel and unusual treatment of prisoners. America wrote this into law when they fight wars in the Geneva Convention, because the British in the past were so cruel. When you were taken into a British military camp, they starved you to death and they never fed you. And so because of it, when people broke off from America, they made sure to have laws passed to say, we will be better than our oppressor. We'll be better than the country that we broke away from. And they put it into law. The problem is you are no better than the British who you broke away from. You are no better than the French, no better than the Spaniard. You simply wanted to be the author of cruelty. You didn't want anybody doing cruelty to you. And that's why you fought for freedom in wars and yet kept slaves in chains in America. White people don't want to give freedom. They simply want to be free. What do you have here?
This is Andersonville.
Let me give you some context. Andersonville was a Confederate prison camp, and it was hell on earth. It was hell on earth. This is the Confederacy, and I'll try to read about it. Ephraim, you can read what you think is pertinent about it, all right?
Yes, sir. This says the prison was overcrowded to 4 times its capacity, had an inadequate water supply, inadequate food, and unsanitary conditions. Of the 45,000 Union prisoners held at Camp Sumter during the war, nearly 13,000 or 28% of them died from scurvy, diarrhea.
44,000 prisoners. This is the Confederate prison camp. In the Confederacy, these are Northern soldiers. Northern soldiers are in this Confederate prison camp. No water, terrible unsanitary conditions. Of the 44,000 prisoners that were there, 28% of them died from the condition at Fort Sumter, which was later called Andersonville. Keep going.
Yes, sir. The chief causes of death were scurvy, diarrhea, and dysentery.
That's what they died. Dysentery. Dysentery is just dying of dehydration from diarrhea. That's it. Scurvy is when you have a lack of vitamins. If you're only eating bread and water, you're going to get scurvy because you need a certain amount of vitamins in your diet, vitamin C, to be able to survive. So if your entire diet is bread and water, you're going to get scurvy from the lack of vitamins and nutrition. They died from cruelty. They died from neglect, from just putting these people in this prison and never caring about it. Brothers, this was in the 1800s. That's when this happened. In the 1800s. It's happening today in New Jersey tonight. Is it happening because they don't have the money? Is it happening because of a lack of resources? It's happening because of a lack of humanity. A lack of humanity is why it's happening today. Donde está su humanidad? Donde está su humanidad? It's happening because where is your humanity? How do you work in a place like this? How do you go every day to work, getting paid, and you know you're not feeding the prisoners in the prison that you work in? You know you're not giving them medical care, but you have no mercy, no conscience. Algún día seres pobre. Algún día seres la inmigrante. Is there anything else?
If I may, I don't want that Delaney Hall, sir. It is run by Geo Group, and I have an article here that came out recently, March 25, 2026. I'll read a snippet of it. So, since returning to the White House in 2025, President Donald Trump has ramped up immigration detention, with private contractors operating much of the required infrastructure and reaping hundreds of millions of dollars in immigration and customs enforcement contracts after making significant contributions to the president's political operations. So they are receiving billions of dollars out of one. We got some numbers, 2.1 billion and 653.5 million in total obligations. They are reaping from our people being unalive in these detention centers, sir.
So now we know why there's no bread, why there's no food, and why there's maggots in the food, because they're putting all of the resources in their pocket that are supposed to be feeding the prisoners. They're just keeping all of it. And you white people, don't you ever get enough? If you're taking billions of dollars, why not give millions for them to have clean food and water? Are you telling me you white people are so greedy that you're already stealing money and taking all of the money? Couldn't you leave a little money for food and medicine so it doesn't make it on the news? You can't. You can't, because that is the heart of Esau. That's the heart of Edom. If the grape gatherers came by night, would they not leave some grapes? If thieves came by night, would they not leave something? You steal and you leave nothing. You leave nothing. We need new rulers of the planet Earth. And I think even white people would agree with us. I think what the white people, there are protesters out in New Jersey right now because their hearts are moved with compassion for these Latino prisoners and Haitian prisoners that are sitting in this prison with maggots in their food. Even white people should know blacks and Latinos should rule the world. You should see, everyone should see that by now. The world, prisoners would receive kindness. White people, when you're in our prisons, we will feed you. We're going to feed you. We're going to give you proper medical care. You're going to pay for your crimes, but we're not going to starve you to death. We're not going to withhold medicine from you. Even white people should know that blacks and Latinos will take better care of humanity than white people have. Is there anything else?
Concept that flows so perfectly into the next story.
$0.4 billion. That is what the New York Times puts how much Trump has profited thus far from the presidency. There's no question. You can look at his net worth, how much it has increased dramatically. It's just in the time that he has been president.
You only talk about
because it has increased. Yes.
In the last year alone, President Trump has made more money than he made in his entire life.
That's right.
How old is Donald Trump? Donald Trump is 100 years old or something like that. Donald Trump made more money in 1 year than he did in his entire life. The man is 80 years old if he's a day. He is stealing. He simply got this job to steal every penny from the American public, every penny from the treasury, every penny available. That's why he's making up construction projects to do in Washington, D.C., draining out the damn reflection pool in front of the Lincoln Memorial, putting up giant buildings and giant wrestling matches in front of the White House simply to create a way, a path to funnel every penny from the treasury into his bank account. The man made more money in a year than he did it in his entire life. That's why there's maggots in the food at ICE detention centers, because they're stealing every penny. and they can't even curtail their lust enough to say, let's leave a little money for food. Let's just, we're making all the money. We're stealing it all. You know what? Keep 1,000. Keep 500 to buy a broccoli, to buy something. Let's not make ICE detention centers like Fort Sumter in the 1800s, where prisoners died from malnutrition. Let's try to, make America something like people's idea of what America is. I have a feeling that maybe people are waking up to the lie of American exceptionalism, of American mercy, of American inclusivity. I have a feeling that the American dream, everyone is finally waking up from the American dream. Blacks and Latinos, we've been telling people about this forever, and people thought that we were complainers. People thought that we were just simply complaining and always protesting, always yelling. No one believed us. No one believed Commanding General Yohanna. Finally, people are waking up from the American dream. It's about time. It's about time. There are maggots in the food. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what to think anymore. I don't even trust my own intuition when it comes to politics, because I thought things were going to be so different, and I got fucking duped.
Nobody knows anything about anything.
Who is it?
This
This
is
is
one of
Sean
the themes.
Ryan, who's a former Navy SEAL and CIA operative, who is he was one of Donald Trump's biggest supporters, because he's a big, tough white man with guns, and this is Donald Trump's base. Sean Ryan is now saying, I can't even trust my own instincts. No shit, you stupid lunkhead idiot. Yeah, you can't trust yourself because you're an idiot. Let me tell you another thing. Right now on the internet, you're going to hear about all of the former supporters of Donald Trump that are shocked and stunned that Donald Trump is an actual thief, liar, and a pedophile. ¿Por qué estás sorprendiendo? ¿Por qué estás sorprendiendo? Why are you so surprised? Why are you so shocked? Are you telling me you're stunned that Donald Trump is withholding the Epstein files and giving Aileen Maxwell a upgrade and putting her in a cushy, nice minimum security prison because she shut her mouth about how Donald Trump allegedly raped a 13-year-old girl? This information was out before the election. You saw the pictures of Donald Trump dancing with Epstein before the first election. You saw January 6th. You saw Donald Trump's supporters storm the Congress, break the windows, and assault police officers. You voted for him again. And now, when he cripples the economy and invades Iran because the Israelis forced him to do it, that's coming from the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State said the Israelis are the ones that bombed Iran and told us they were going to do it, whether we liked it or not. So we had to help them. Now you're shocked. Let me tell you something about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is exactly who we thought he was. He is not a surprise. There is not one thing that has happened with Donald Trump that is surprising. He put his name on everything in Washington, D.C. Everyone knew he was going to do that. He was Epstein's best friend. Everyone knew that before he was elected. You stupid, lumpy, pedophile white men. You were surprised porque están sorprendiendo. You were so surprised. Porque estás sorprendiendo. You were so shocked that Donald Trump is a big city thief. You shouldn't make decisions. Let me tell you something else about white men. You're too stupid to fly airplanes, and you're too stupid to choose president. You're dumb. You white men are stupid as hell and dumb. You can't fly airplanes. You crash an airplane every goddamn day, and you are too dumb to choose president. Let me describe for you a better nation, a more perfect union. under Commanding General Yohana, we would have a nation where white people were not allowed to vote. Hear me out. White people have been choosing who is in elected service since the Greeks. The Greeks invented democracy. White people are terrible at choosing a leader. White people are too gullible. You know white people are? White people are easily flattered. You can placate to them. If a Republican Democrat goes to a barbecue and rolls up their sleeves, white people will vote for them. Because if they go to a barbecue and rolled up his sleeves, they'll go, he's one of us. White people, how many times have politicians lied to you throughout the years, and then he gets in office and you go, boy, I thought he was really going to help us. Boy, he told us he was going to help us. He told us he was going to save the farmers. He told us he was going to work for the common man. Politicians are always fooling white people. White people. Here's the obvious solution. White people should not be allowed to vote. Only blacks and Latinos should have a say in who the government is. Because blacks and Latinos are swift enough. We're cunning. We think on our feet, and we know bullshit when we hear it. You white people, you eat bullshit. You can't help it. If the man puts on a cowboy hat, you're going to make him president. If he puts on a cowboy hat, he's going to become president. He tells you what you want to hear. White people do not know when people are simply telling them what they want to hear, because white people are too vain and conceited to be able to not listen to someone that is seducing them with just regurgitating an opinion that they know white people like. You're just not swift to gaining white people. You're slow, you're squares. White people are a nation of squares. You should not vote. Under our administration, white people would be denied the right to vote. Under the administration of Jesus Christ, we would deny white people the right to vote. Even white people will realize in days to come that voting is simply too high and a responsibility for them. Rezo, is there anything else?
Yes, sir.
Knew how easy it was to accuse people. For example, case, a young lady can go to the cop and say, I was sexually assaulted.
Hold this for the Genesis.
Come on.
Okay. Give me the last one. I'll do the Genesis for the last one. Is there anything else?
We lost Brian Davidson.
This is a good one. If I could. First, give me his Wikipedia page. Now, this cat's name is Brian Davidson.
Stevenson.
To prove the point I just made. Let me get it. Give me his Wikipedia page first.
Come on.
Read this real fast. I can't quite see it. You got it.
Okay. Brian Stevenson is an American lawyer, social justice activist, and law professor at New York University School of Law. He has challenged bias against poor and minorities in the criminal justice system, especially children. He's helped achieve United States Supreme Court decisions that prohibit sentencing juvenile offenders to death or to mandatory life without parole. He was the subject of the film Just Mercy, based on his 2014 memoir.
This is Brian. What's his name again?
Brian Stevenson.
Brian Stevenson has argued cases in front of the Supreme Court. This is one of the people that, if Donald Trump was not in the White House, this is the kind of person that would be nominated to be on the Supreme Court of America. The movie Just Mercy, I think that was the one with Jamie Foxx. Am I wrong?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. That movie is about him. He's argued cases in front of the Supreme Court. Well, he's a lawyer. And this is him telling his story about what's happening to him this week as a lawyer in America. Go ahead and play the video now.
Come
on. I've got a lot of degrees. I went to Harvard Law School. I've got a lot of degrees and awards. I've won cases at the U.S. Supreme Court, and I've been in courtrooms representing clients, getting there early, sitting at defense counsel's table, where the judge will walk in and immediately get mad at me. The judge will look at me and say, hey, you get back out there in the hallway. I don't want any defendant sitting in my courtroom without their lawyer. And I have to
I'm breaking up, Ephraim. It's breaking up for me. Is it not for you?
No, it's too wild for me.
And so I'm sorry,
It's like it is
Your
breaking
Honor.
up for me now as well.
I am lawyer.
Ephraim, can you
I
hear it?
didn't introduce myself.
Okay, I'm trying to restart.
My
it
name
real quick.
is Brian Stevenson. I have
Do me a favor. Put it in, edit it into the show afterwards, all right?
to
Select
DS.
It's breaking up very bad for me. Do you want to play it again, or you just simply want to edit it in after class?
I can try one more time and see if it
Okay,
see if it'll
you
work, sir.
are breaking up as well. Go ahead.
Okay.
I've got a lot of degrees and awards. I've won cases at the U.S. Supreme Court, and I've been in courtrooms representing clients, getting there early, sitting at defense counsel's table, where the judge will walk in and immediately get mad at me. The judge will look at me and say, hey, you get back out there in the hallway. I don't want any defendant sitting in my courtroom without their lawyer. And I have to stand up and say, well, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I am the lawyer. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Brian Stevenson. I have to try to de-escalate this situation. And I was doing that recently. I was in a courtroom in the Midwest, and the judge started laughing, but it wasn't an apologetic laugh. And it kind of angered me. And the prosecutor started laughing. They thought it was so funny. And I was sitting there getting angry. And then I thought, oh no, Brian, you can't get angry. You need to smile. You may need to laugh. And I felt that way. I thought that way because my client was not going to be able to leave that county. I was able to leave that county and never come back based on the way I was treated if I chose to do that. But my client was going to have to stay there. So when they were laughing, I smiled. And then I eventually chuckled. Client came in, we did the hearing. But I remember sitting in my car after that hearing thinking, wow, here I am, this middle-aged black man. I'm in my best suit. I actually argued the case at the Supreme Court that we were trying to implement. I've got all of these degrees and awards, and I'm still required to laugh at my own humiliation to do justice for my client. That's not right. That's not fair. And I'm getting old enough to know that when you have to constantly navigate presumptions of dangerousness and guilt because of your color, when you have to tell your children how to survive a police encounter, what to do and what not to do, how they can't do the things that their white friends can do because they're going to be burdened with this presumption, when you have to constantly navigate this world, it's exhausting. And I want something better. I want something better for everybody. And that's why the commitment to truth-telling, the commitment to building institutions that help.
Let me try to explain this to my white friends out there, which many of you will not understand. I don't know if black Christians can even understand this. At America's best, if America is giving their best effort, they will consider blacks and Latinos a protected class in America. You absolutely will support affirmative action that gives black people preference in hiring, that gives Latinos preference in hiring. You absolutely will make sure that in a jury system, when it comes to judges, when it comes to governments, you will always give blacks and Latinos preference. Black people and Latinos should be a protected class in America. Recently, the Supreme Court struck down redistricting when they would figure out a way to make a section of a state a black section so that black people could have a black congressman, so that black people could have a black senator, so that Latinos could have a congressman, even if it was disjointed, even if they weren't close to each other. They would gerrymander a district just to find a way to give black people their own black congressman, Latinos their own black congressman. When America is at its best, it is making blacks and Latinos a protected class in America. And white people hate it. White people voted in Donald Trump because they do not want blacks and Latinos to be a protected class in America. Here's the problem, white people. Blacks and Latinos must be a protected class in America because your cruelty leaves us in need of protection every day. We have to be protected from you. You have to find a way to give us preference in hiring, because if you do not, white people's racism will never give us a job. You have to find a way to make us the airplane pilots, to make us congressmen, to make us senators, to make us doctors. If not, your racism will make good pilots, better doctors go without having a career, because your lust for hatred is so deep, it will destroy the country, let alone destroying yourself. Black people need protection from white cruelty. You need affirmative action. You need gerrymandering of districts to find a way for you to have power. You can't just do it fair and square, because white people will never let things be fair and square. This man is far more accomplished than the judge he's sitting in front of. There's a movie about him. There's no movie about that judge.
Right.
It's belittling him and laughing at him. This man has been before the Supreme Court. Do you think the district attorney that is laughing in his face has been in front of the Supreme Court? He has not. Yet when he walks into court with his best suit on, the judge says, "Get out of here. We don't want defendants in here without their lawyer." Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm the lawyer. And he notices the judge and the district attorney laughing, but laughing in a way that they're laughing at him. They're laughing at him. They're laughing and saying to themselves, "A black lawyer?" The lawyer is black. Can you believe that? Can you believe that he came in here with a black lawyer? I'm sorry, attorney. I didn't realize you were the lawyer. This man sat in his car. He's been in front of the Supreme Court. He could be on the Supreme Court. And he's thinking to himself, this is too much. He's emasculated and belittled. White people, I know you hate that black people have gotten protections after the Civil Rights Act. I know you hate that black people had affirmative action. I know you hate that black people gerrymandered maps so that they could have representation. Here's what you have to understand. Your cruelty makes those kind of things necessary. Your hatred makes that necessary. Your cruelty is so intense that if someone does not interfere, if someone does not find a way to rig the system in favor of blacks and Latinos, then you white people will put maggots in all of our food. You'll destroy all of us. Your cruelty makes it necessary for DEI policies. White cruelty makes it necessary for affirmative action. It makes it necessary. And you don't understand it because you don't want to. You don't want to know who you are. If you knew who you are, you would always find ways to make sure that black people are your supervisors, that Latinos get jobs instead of white people, that Haitians get jobs that white people are not allowed to even apply for. When you create a world like that, that world will be more fair for everyone. I pray you understand. There's no defeat in this. Is there anything else?
You mentioned Harvard Law School. We got a sister telling us about her experience at Harvard Law School.
Surrounded by the smartest people from wherever they from, this is like the cream of the crop.
Mm-hmm.
And I got there and I was like,
this it?
I know you lying. I'm looking around in these classrooms and I'm like, you're not, I mean, it's not a whole bunch of us. It's not a whole bunch of black folks, obviously. So this comment isn't even really about us. It's really about the white majority. I was like, you're not smart. You're white. You had tutors your whole life. You had your parents investing thousands of dollars into your LSAT prep class. And they basically strong-armed and shoehorned you in to this group of people. But I know so many Negroes in Savannah, Georgia, who ain't never left the city limits of Savannah from Yamacraw Village, who's smarter than you, but they ain't never had nobody paying for their education.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't never been to nobody private school. They ain't never been to nobody Kaplan class. So they're not here at Harvard. But y'all are. And it would be these same people that I'm like, bro, you mediocre as hell. Your parents just have money. And then you got the nerve to turn around and be talking about meritocracy. Are you serious? You're stupid.
That's
bruh.
This sister, she's in Harvard. She went to Harvard. And she got to really see white Harvard students firsthand. And they're stupid. They're not there because they earned their right to be there. They're there because their families had money. What am I trying to tell you? White people are stupid. As a race of people, not each individual white person, but as a race of people, they're so easily fooled. White people are a bunch of marks. They're suckers and marks and squares. That's why they love the UFC and wrestling. They think it's real. They think that WWE is real. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're naive. They're marked. All of them. And they're in Harvard because their family paid people off or cheated or stole the damn answers to the LSAT. And that's how they got in Harvard. And black people that go there, they're in there talking to them. And they're thinking to themselves, my God, people in my ghetto that I grew up in are far smarter than you. That's the truth. Under commanding General Yohana's administration, white people would not be allowed to vote. They would not be allowed to vote. Okay, and this world would be a better place. We would all prosper. All men are created equal. We would say that, and we would stop every white man from ever voting. And now the world would be a good place. Is there anything else? Are y'all going once?
Wow, sir, that's all on that.
Give me the brother. Give me the brother that talked about people that can accuse you of a crime. And then take me straight into that to the Sega Genesis.
Yes.
Or whatever the name. Genesis. The Sakari, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
How easy it was to accuse people. For example, case, you know, a young lady can go to the cop and say, I was sexually assaulted this past Friday evening. Where did it happen? Oh, it was at a hotel room. Who was it? It was John Doe. Who was around? I don't know. Are there cameras around? I don't know. Do you have any other proof, any other evidence? I don't. Did you go to the hospital? No, I didn't. Cops, instead of really doing an investigation, they're so terrified of being sued or the department being sued. They pass it off to the district attorney. District attorney says, you know what? All we need is the testimony of the victim. If the jury believes her, then we got to move forward. This person goes through hiring an attorney, the anxiety of maybe a year, 2 years of waiting for trial. Goes to trial, gets found not guilty. Guess what the prosecutor and cop's going to say? The system just worked. It's so unfortunate. And people are like mortified when it's happening to their son or their husband or their brother. How is this happening?
Wow.
And you don't want to say to them, this happens every day.
This happens every day. Young brothers, I'm going to teach you another thing for you to ignore tonight. But Commanding General Yohana wants me to do my job anyway. Let me tell you how easy it is for some woman that you have had sex with to send you to jail for the rest of your life. How simple it is for her to do it. This lawyer is trying to tell you about it. You have a woman, and she says, he sexually assaulted me. Did you go to the hospital? No. Did you tell anyone? No. But the police officer, because he's afraid of being sued, he will pass it still to the district attorney. The district attorney will say, all we need is the account of the victim. That's all we need. And they will go to trial. Now, you're going to spend 2 years of your life going back and forth to court. You're going to pay how much for a case like that? $25,000 at least?
Easy.
That's going to cost you $25,000 at least to pay for an adequate lawyer to keep you from going to jail for 25 years. Because if you are convicted of rape simply because she said you did it, you're going to jail for 25 years. 25 years. So you're going to pay the $25,000. $50,000. You're going to pay it. And then 2 years later, they drop the case. Or the case doesn't go to trial. Or she gets on the stand and she does what every woman does to make sure that everyone believes her. Women, what do women do to make sure that everyone believes what you're saying? I need a woman to tell me this. If you want to make sure that everyone will believe what you're saying, what should you do? I need a woman to answer the question, because this is what's going to happen in court. Say it again. Is that a woman? Yeah, everyone will say it out. She cries. She's going to get on the stand and she's going to go. Yes. And they will say, well, why didn't you call the police? I just didn't know what to do. Why didn't you go to the doctor? I just didn't know what to do. Well, why did you wait 5 years before you told anybody? I just didn't know what to. I can't take any more of these questions. You're going to jail for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. And lawyers know this. And you better tell your sons, you better be careful about the kind of woman that you have sex with. Because that woman that you think you can just simply have sex with and have fun with, that is the woman that's going to send you to jail for the rest of your life. Let me give you another thing. If a woman has children, brother, if a woman has children, especially teenage girls who are unruly, out of control, she has girls that are out of control. One of those girls simply has to say that you touched her 5 years ago, 10 years ago. She never told anybody. She never went to the doctor. But you know what? She was scared. She was scared, and she was so scared, and she didn't tell anybody. But she's going to tell someone today. Even though you're going to be thinking to yourself, well, that's no evidence. It's her word alone. It was 5 years ago. You're going to jail for the rest of your life. So what does that tell you, brother? You cannot simply choose a woman based on what she looks like, based on her having a big butt, based on some carnal reason, because choosing wrong in relationships will cause you the rest of your life in jail, because a woman does not need evidence to put you in jail. She doesn't need it. Her word alone will put you in jail the rest of your life. So what does that mean? I must choose a woman who has so much integrity that she will not lie. I must choose a woman who has trained her children in a way that they will never lie. Because if I walk into a home, a stranger going into this home with a teenage daughter who's promiscuous and who lies and who's on drugs, a son who lies, who's on drugs, a woman who has no morals, a lie from either one of these people puts you in jail for the rest of your life. Not for the rest of your life, $50,000 in lawyers' bills and a fear day in and day out that you're going to jail. And that's the good part, because in many cases, you are going to jail simply because a liar said you did something that you didn't do. A lawyer just said that. I just played you the video. She doesn't need evidence. Why am I bringing this up? Play me the Sega Justice video, please.
Got a couple of audio clips that were released of recorded phone calls of the brother, the leader of Genesis, speaking to his wife.
The name of the group is Genesis?
Slag, sir?
The name of the group is Genesis.
Come on.
But this is the same as the Sakari.
So this shortly before Sakari fell apart because Gorilla Hebrew was exposed for having his wife peg him. right before that happened, his basically 2 right-hand guys left and started Genesis.
2 of them, so okay, 2 of them left before the pegging, and they made a whole nother group.
Just before the pegging. They made a whole nother group.
Okay, go ahead, break it down for me because I'm not familiar with it. Tazar Yap told me about it in Command and General Yohana, but I'm not familiar with it. My apologies.
Colonel Khan. So the two next most well-known dudes aside from Gorilla, they left and started Genesis. And lately, Genesis is known for teaching that heathens can be saved.
I got you. Okay, they teach that heathens can be saved, but it used to be in the Sakari. Now, do they teach the heathens can be saved?
Lie.
Okay, so they broke off from the Sakari.
Mm-hmm.
Usual thing, which is becoming more and more Christian, right?
Colonel
Now,
Khan.
the Sakari, are the Sakari still around?
Lie.
Oh, okay. All right, so then now, what about this woman? What's happening with this bro?
So this the other day, she started coming out with video after video, exposing the way that he treated her, the way that he spoke to her, dealt with her, and then he came out and said that he was going to be stepping down after that came out.
Surprise, surprise. So now where is he's leaving the Genesis?
Colonel Khan.
Okay, now play me what you got. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Fuck it. Yeah. So I had a baby with Brandy. I didn't like her. Just like I want to have a baby with you and I don't like you.
Okay, so
Let's keep this conversation going.
Okay, that's fine. So
let's just stay on the phone while I brutally, verbally abuse you. Let's just stay on the phone and do that. Let's entertain that.
Whose choice is that?
It's your choice.
Why? I'm not choosing to be verbally abused.
You're going back and forth. You can say, let's just get off the phone. You can say, let's talk about something else. But guess what? That's not you. You're a drama-fied bitch. That's what you
Wow.
All my shit.
You did.
The shit is already over. Okay, it's already over and done. There's nothing you can do about it. So why are you even saying it?
Because you're doing it again, and you're still happy doing that. That's why.
If I tell you to send me every dollar amount and you don't do it, I'm not fucking with you no more. Period.
Look, and that's the problem that you have is that you can't understand the mentality that you have. I'm not a hoe. You're not my pimp.
So like I said, those are just a couple of
that's the one everybody talking about.
Come on.
Give me the video of her. Go ahead,
He sounds like a bitch.
I can't hear you.
Officer Shargapan said he sounds like a bitch.
Yes, he does, Ashna. Yes, he absolutely does. Give me the video of the broad, please.
Colonel Khan.
Okay, I think I'm getting the story. So now they're breaking up. If I was a guest, they've been together about 2 years. Is that right or no? Is that somewhere?
Him with this wife? They have children together, but I don't know how long they.
How old the kids are? Does anybody know about this that can tell me about this?
Yeah, those details I don't know, sir. So
okay, play this and then play the other videos. Give me a few samples of the videos. Go ahead.
Come on.
Nowhere else to go. So I agreed to a separation, but even the separation itself was unhealthy and unstable. Then another issue came up. And honestly, this is one of the moments that stayed with me because it shows how quickly things could escalate. It was almond milk, something small. He asked me to get almond milk from the store and I accidentally got the wrong kind. Instead of it just being a normal conversation, he immediately turned it into, you need to do better as a wife. And when I told him that was rude and unnecessary, he did not hear me out. He flipped it into me not liking correction. Then he repeated it again, that I need to do better. And I remember sitting there thinking, this is not correction. This is disrespect. When we got off the phone, I didn't say bye. I just hung up because I was tired of constantly being talked down to. That immediately turned into another issue.
Okay, is there more? Do I need to hear more about this for time's sake?
You can.
Do you have a picture of her husband or a video of him?
Salaki, sir, do we have a video of him?
Yeah, but first give me all the videos of her and then give me whatever videos you have of him so I can speed through it, all right? So that's her. So she's talking about an account where
So like I said, I was just gonna say that's probably good on that. It's just more kind of similar stuff to that.
Okay, give me the one. The one I saw was when she was sitting down. That's the one the brother sent me, but I saw I probably just sent me. I think I might have saw 10 seconds of it.
So, like, sir.
Go ahead.
So far that she's doing a whole series. There's 4 episodes that are out right now, and that she's dropping more. I think like daily or every few days.
Where's the one about her? Where's the one about him being a pimp? And I know Abaji sent me one where she's sitting down. That's the only one I saw.
Go
ahead.
That clip where I just played, where he told her if she didn't send every dollar that he wanted,
that one. That's not the one I'm talking about. She's sitting down. Do you have another clip or no?
I'll find it, sir. I'm gonna find it.
Good. Okay. Do you have one of him?
Go
ahead.
I got. Is this the one of her sitting down that you're talking about?
No, that's not it. But I've never seen this one. But go ahead and play it.
Come on.
And changing my financial life completely.
That's him. That's the Sega Genesis?
Yes, sir. That's him.
Okay, that's her. That's her husband. Do you have a video of him speaking?
It's episode 3, minute marker 15:51.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna pull that up.
Yeah, episode 3, minute marker 15:51.
Yeah.
That one right there. Go ahead and play that one.
Pimp. That's not me exposing anything publicly that he used to be. At the time was his past. He has openly said publicly that he used to be a pimp. That's not me exposing anything. He has said that himself. And back then, I saw that as his past. But looking back now, certain patterns felt different. The way money was approached, the pressure, the repeated focus on what I could provide. And meanwhile, I was being told he was already established, a 6-figure man.
Oh, wait, hold up, people. Wait, play that again. Play that again. She's just a little lost little soul now. That got fooled by this pimp. Play that one more time, please.
Yes, sir.
And he was approached, the pressure, the repeated focus on what I could provide. And meanwhile, I was being told he was already established, a 6-figure man, that he didn't need my money, that everything was already handled. But somehow I was still expected to hand mine over anyway.
Wait, hold up. I think I might know what happened here. When she chose this man, she thought he was a 6-figure man. Is that what I heard, Ephraim?
Yes, sir.
She thought he was already established, a 6-figure man. And he was a former pimp. How long did you know? When did she find out he was a former pimp? Ephraim, the reason she married him is because he used to be a pimp. That's the reason she chose him. She chose him because he was a high value man. He was a high value man. He had 6 figures. He was established. Let me tell you women something and you brothers something, and be very careful, because you're going to spend 25 years in jail because you're so fucking stupid. A wicked woman is the reward for a wicked man. Let me tell you both something. The second Genesis is that man is a piece of garbage that no woman should ever marry. This woman sitting here, she is a piece of garbage that no man should ever marry. The only reason she married the Sega Genesis is because he told her that he was a 6-figure man. He was a high value man. And let me tell you something else. She knew he was a pimp. She knew he was a pimp, but now when it's time to break up, he used to be a pimp. He was a pimp in the past. Bitch, didn't you know he was a pimp when you met him? Didn't he tell you I was a pimp? Didn't he lead with that because he knew you would like it? He knew you would be attracted to it. Yeah, baby, I used to be a pimp. I'm well established. I have 6 figures. You stupid bitch, you fell for it. And then 2 years later, after you have a child with it, now it's time for you to be an investigative reporter and to reveal to the whole world that man is exactly who the UPK told you he was. Let me ask you a question, bitch. Why did you join Genesis instead of joining the UPK? Why didn't you join us? You didn't know about One West.
We got 6 Trigger Men.
Anybody know? Who knows this broad? Don't y'all talk to her or something like that? Why would she have joined the Sakari instead of joining the Israelite School of UPK? Does anybody know? You don't know? Ask her. Say, well, when you went and married your husband, when you met him, when you were looking at Israelite groups, you saw One West. Why would you pick a man who's half a faggot in some Genesis group instead of coming One West, instead of getting in the UPK? You know why? Because he was a six-figure man. Because he was well established and he used to be a pimp, which means he has a lot of money. Bitch, you thought you were going to marry a pimp and get his money. Meanwhile, you're a hoe. And that's why he chose you, because you're a hoe. And now here you are on the fucking internet. Now you're an investigative reporter. Now, I thought he was a six-figure man. I thought he was well established, but come to find out, he wants my money. I knew he was a pimp, but I thought that was behind him. I thought he just had all the money from his pimp, and I could just spend his money. But he wants my money. He was a pimp, everybody. You knew that when you met him, didn't you? You see, a wicked woman will always choose a wicked man. The Israelite School of UPK would never let your husband in this group. We would never allow him to be in it. And no brother in here would ever marry this. This thing here in this video, brothers, I'm giving you a little fatherly advice. This is a terrible woman to choose. She's terrible. And her husband is a terrible man to make him your brother. They're immoral. Both of them are immoral. And that's why both of them, when they were on the internet and they saw Commanding General Yohana, they saw our courage. They saw our integrity. They saw no queremos cobardes. No queremos cobardes. They knew that we didn't want any cowards. They knew that. And they chose to be in the Sakari. What man would choose the Sakari over One West, over the UPK? What woman would choose to be married to a man in the Sakari? She could be married to a man in the UPK. A whore. That's it. What man would join the Sakari when he could have joined the UPK? A pegging bandit. That's it. What does that say right here? No brother ever gave their daughter to the likes of Sega. Exactly, General Cabal. Play her video again. Play a little more. Play it from the beginning. Play with her making her expose. Let me try to help you analyze a woman so you can stop having sex with women like this, because they're going to ruin your life. Play it again.
And his expectations, his structure, his way of doing things, his authority, and there didn't feel like much room to slow down and process what I was experiencing.
Stop. Let me give you the first thing you have to look at. First of all, you see that stupid dog that she put in the picture. She put this fucking dog in the picture because this is an attention whore. She needs attention. The dog is a dog for other people to look at. So other people can see her with her dog. She's like a villain in a James Bond movie, stroking a cat. She's a villain. And so the dog is, and you know what? Things were happening so fast, Ephraim, she couldn't even process what was happening. That's why she married him. Play it again. Listen carefully and slowly. I couldn't even think. I was just having sex with him. I couldn't even understand what I was getting myself into. Play it again.
They weren't obvious. A lot of it was subtle. It was how quickly everything became centered around him, his expectations, his structure, his way of doing things, his authority. And there didn't feel like much room to slow down and process what I was experiencing. There didn't feel like much room to question things. At the time, I convinced myself that was normal. I told myself that was order. That was how leadership looked. That this was what building a marriage was supposed to feel like. One of the biggest shifts early on involved finances. And I want to clarify something here. By the time I started sending money, I did not feel like I was just handing money over with no understanding of what was happening. Part of why I felt comfortable doing that in the first place was because I had been told I would be added to both his personal bank account and his business account. That mattered to me because in my mind, that meant transparency. That meant shared finances. That meant I would be able to see what was coming in, what was going out, and that we were actually building together.
I should let you reading a script.
So when I started giving financially, I believed
Asher, I heard what you just said. Do you hear her voice? She is a fake and phony. She's an actress. She's doing this to inspire pity. Brother, do not have sex with a woman that uses pity like a weapon. And there are women that do this. Well, woman, why did you marry a pimp? I hear you telling me he's a pimp. What made you have sex with a pimp? At the time, I thought that it was cohesiveness and transparency. At the time, I wasn't really thinking, and I thought we were building an LLC and we were going to have a business together. There are women that use their stupidity to gain mercy. And so no matter what they do, they make 1,000 mistakes. They do stupid things all the time. Now, the man, he's wrong because he's a man, but he's taking advantage of me because I just believe whatever anybody tells me. He told me it was for transparency. He told me he was a high value man. It's not my fault. I'm not guilty. I haven't joined a group where they're pimps and pegging people. I was just doing what he told me to do. I'm innocent, bitch. Shut up. You use your stupidity to gain mercy so you don't ever have to be guilty for making mistakes. You're never responsible. All right. You never joined a group where they peg each other and they're pimps. You didn't do that. No, you didn't do that. He's a pimp. I'm just somebody that I just was listening and just doing whatever they told me to do. I'm not guilty. Everyone else is guilty but me. I'm too dumb to make decisions. You cannot be with a woman like this because she's going to do this in court. Do you understand me, Asher? Asher, you there?
Come, sir.
She's going to do this in court. In court, this same woman is going to say, Your Honor, what is she going to say in court? A woman that joins you, that gets a Hebrew name, that believes in everything you believe, has sex with you. And then when she gets angry, she's going to go to court and say what? Who knows? Who knows? Anyone? You better get ready. Read that again. Say that. Say that right there.
He's in a cult.
Your Honor, he hates white people. Your Honor, he's in a cult. Bitch, weren't you in the cult? Didn't you join? Well, I did join because he told me that he was already established. He told me he was financially secure. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not responsible for my actions. I'm just a goofy little girl. Don't marry some bitch that is so conveniently stupid. She's conveniently dumb. She's conveniently an airhead. She wasn't an airhead when she thought he had 6 figures in that bank account. That's why she gave him her money. She gave him her money because she thought he was putting her $300 on top of that $100,000. Do you understand? So when he said, "Give me your 300," I thought that would give me access to the 6 figures. That's why I gave him my paycheck, because I thought he was established. I thought then there would be transparency, meaning if I give you my $500 paycheck, she thought that gave her access to his $100,000 in that bank account. And that's why she gave it to him. Sega Genesis out there listening, give me another interpretation. That's what she's saying. Keep playing, Ephraim.
Yes, sir.
Was contributing into something I also had visibility into.
Oh,
I believed I was stepping.
Yeah. I thought I was contributing into something that I also had visibility into. So why did she give him her paycheck? Because she thought by giving him her paycheck, she would get to see how much money he had. Ephraim, am I saying something wrong? I'm just reading. This is my first time hearing this. I've never seen this before right now. This is my first time hearing this right now. But this is what I have done as a career. As a career, I've had to counsel countless brothers who choose the wrong woman. I have counseled countless women who choose the wrong man. And there is a pattern to it all. There's a pattern to the wrong choice in life. These people that chose the Sakari instead of choosing the Israelite school of UPK, they also choose wrong in relationships. They choose the wrong husband. They choose the wrong woman. They make terrible choices. Keep playing.
Into a real partnership, that there was structure, that there was a plan, and that we were building something together as husband and wife. That's what made it feel safe enough to trust. But over time, that follow through never actually happened. And once I started asking more directly about being added to the accounts, that's when things began shifting.
Stop.
And even before,
when she started to say, I thought you had 6 figures somewhere. When am I going to get added to the 6-figure account? I thought you were established and you had 6 figures. I gave you my $500. I would like to be added on. That's when he said, bitch, you ain't, no, you're not, I'm not letting you in there. Because why? Because that Sega Genesis is a liar. He's a stinking liar. But the problem is, and this is what a lot of you dumb bitches don't know, you like pimps. You like that. He knew you would like it. Let me tell you, can I blow your mind? Can I blow your mind? Who would like to have their mind blown? Stay cunning in the chat. Stay cunning.
I want to
Because some of you out there, I'm not speaking about ISUPK women, because you are intelligent, beautiful, thoughtful women of wit and sarcastic. So this is not applying to you. But I'm going to teach you about stupid bitches right now. Was he really a pimp? Was he really a pimp? Anybody? Was he really a pimp? Let me help you with something, women, right now. Let me tell you what evil men do. I used to be a very evil man, so I know. Men lie about being big drug dealers. They lie. They go into a nightclub and they say, yeah, I'm a drug dealer. Yeah. I sell plenty of drugs. I'm a big time drug dealer. Did I show you the video about the brothers that said they lied and said they own the bar? They own the club? Can you find that?
Let me see if I can find that. I know.
Let me tell you dumb bitches out there something. He was never a pimp. He was never a pimp. He's lying about being a pimp. Why? Because stupid bitches want to date men who were pimps. You know what else men are doing? Yeah, I was heavy in them streets. I was heavy up in them streets. Yeah. I sold a lot of drugs in the past. You know, you ever heard of Pablo Escobar? You familiar with him?
Yes, sir.
I used to make trips down there to Medellin with Pablo Escobar. Yeah, I was moving keys. You know, I used to be with the Gangster Disciples down there in Chicago. And the Vice Lords. Have you heard of the Vice Lords? Yeah, I was with them. Do you know how many brothers are lying about their criminal past, telling women that they were big-time drug dealers when they might have sold a nickel bag of weed in their life? They were never drug dealers. They were nothing. But when they meet a dumb bitch like you, they say, well, you know, I was a big time pimp down there in San Fran. Yeah, I had 1,000 hoes on the street. The movie Superfly, that was about me. And you know what that dumb bitch says, Ephraim? Really? Really? You used to be a pimp? Do you have 6 figures? Stupid bitches. Brothers are lying about being in the streets. They weren't in the streets. They were not big time drug dealers. That's why they're not in jail. Do you understand? Big time drug dealers are in jail. They're gone. They're not here. They're in prison. He's home working at UPS, but telling you, yeah, I'm working at UPS right now, you know, because I had to change my life. I used to be a leader of the Gangster Blood Disciples Crips gang. And I was a pimp. I had 1,000 whores on the horse stroll. I got a bank account. I can't let you see it now because I'm getting my LLC. But I got $100,000 over here. I'm going to flip that. We're going to get some restaurants and some hair salons, you know, but only if you want to, you know, get down with that. Really? Stupid bitch. He was never a pimp. He was never a big time drug dealer. He was never in the streets heavy. You like men like that. He knows, he can see it in you. He can see that you are attracted to men from the streets. You're attracted to men who were former pimps, former killers, former drug dealers. Do I need to give you more proof about this? Do I have to name to you the amount of men that are on death row? They're on death row. You know what happens? They have fan mail from women. Fan mail. Women write them the minute somebody gets a case and they're on death row because they've murdered someone, they're drug dealers, they have 1,000 years in jail. There are about 50 to 100 women writing to them, wanting to be their boo. And they're in prison. They're in prison because that is exciting. It's exciting that he was a drug dealer, that he was a pimp. You're so excited by it. And these evil men know that you're excited by being with someone who used to be a pimp. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a UPS worker. He's an Uber driver. That's what he is. He has a cousin that they always got a cousin. You know, my cousin used to move keys. Does your cousin move keys? Raise your hand if your cousin moved keys. Everybody. Yeah, my cousin used to, you know, he's a big time drug dealer. He's telling you this because you're a stupid bitch, and he knows he can get you if he lies about being a criminal. Do I have to move on with this? Am I telling you, brother, something that you never heard of before?
Wow, sir.
Is it blowing your mind? You've never heard about brothers doing this. Who has? Come on, just tell me. You've never heard about a brother lying, saying he was a big time drug dealer when he was not. Anybody out there? It seems this is one of those days where I don't think anyone knows what the hell I'm talking about. But I know. Well, I am in actuality. You all know these people. The gangster blood, Crip. Yeah, they've all been in the gangs. Hey, what's your name? Yeah, my name is Mahayaman. Yeah, I'm an Uber driver now because I had to get my life together. I used to be a gangster Crip disciple of ISUPK, and my cousin, he had me running keys down there to Mexico. I said, Pablo, I can't keep doing this. Pablo, I can't come here every week. So I had to become an Uber driver. You want to be my girlfriend? Yeah. Yes, I do, stupid bitch. The reason you chose him is because he lied to you about being a pimp. He lied to you about having $100,000. He lied to you about this new business he's going to open up. He lied to you about being an Israelite. He lied to you about God. And that is why you chose him. Because you're just like him. Good enough for Warren West. Let me tell the women in the UPK stuff. ISUPK women, we would never have a bitch like this in our school. Don't worry. We love you. We love one West women. UK women. Uno oeste hasta la muerte. Uno oeste hasta la muerte. One West until the death. That is that. We love UPK women. Why? Because you're smart. Because you're courageous. Because you're kind. Because you look at things on a deeper than the surface level. Because you're full of wit and sagacity, charm and class. You're not some stupid, evil bitch that's simply looking for some financial come up in life. So you always date drug dealers. You always date pimps. You always date some street nigga who you think you can take his money because you think that you're so pretty and you can take all this money that this street nigga accumulated. Women in the UPK aren't like this dumb bitch right here. We would never have her. Never. We would never have her man. That old pegging, that old fucking faggot who lets people peg him and join the Sakari when he could have been a trooper under Captain Tazar Yak. Do you think we would let him come in here with his history of pegging? No. No queremos cobardes en nuestro campanero. No, we want no cowards in our camp. Solo hombres preparados para morir. Only men prepared to die. We don't want Sakari to come in our school. We don't want peggers to come in our school. We don't want whores and liars in our school. Solo hombres preparados para morir. That's that. I pray you understand. Eso entiende. Is there anything else?
That's all, sir.
She wanted to pimp him. Reverse card was played on her badly. That's correct. She thought she was going to be able to steal all of his 6 figures. Come to find out, that nigga never had 6 figures. And he never was a pimp. Now, he wanted to be a pimp. He thought he was a pimp because he was a liar. And so because of that, he lies and tells women he's a pimp. And if you ask him, I can guarantee he'll tell you that he told this woman he was a pimp because he knew it would attract her to him. He knew it. He knew by saying, baby, I used to be a pimp down there in San Fran. He knew that she would like it, and the dumb bitch did. And then she had a child with him. And that child has to sit here and watch this on the internet. That child has to hear them arguing because neither one of them cares about that child. Neither one of them thinks anything at all about that child. They don't love that child. They have a baby who now has to live through all of this. Let me tell you what you better do. You better come into the Israelite school of UPK and don't touch a woman without counsel. Don't touch a woman without counsel. Don't touch a man without counsel. You are simply not equipped at making a decision of such gravity. You cannot do it. You're going to choose a man the way your mother did. You're going to choose a woman the way your father did. You are not equipped to make that kind of decision. You can't. That's why we have camp leaders, captains, and generals to help you choose a mate. We'll help you. It's a hard thing. Sometimes people, you might choose the right person. They have all the good signs, but then they don't pass their test. When adversity comes, they still might fall. They still might lose loyalty. It's a difficult decision to make when you decide who to have sex with. You need counsel to have a better chance at making a good decision. You need counsel. Everybody understands. That's all I can do. Just ignore everything I said and just have sex with whoever's on this. Is there anything else?
Water, sir. It's a 10:18, so it's about that time.
With that, please, I'd like to pass the class over to who am I passing the class to?
The priest officer Shagapon.
Priest and officer Shagapon. Salaki warriors. You got it.
Water, sir.
Come on, sir. Clap it up for the general. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadium, which means to stand. Amadium Shabbat. Amadium Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam.
Yashmatah. Ladies in the room, online, please stand. Man, we're going to turn and face the sisters. Mensah, Amadu Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Shema Al-Thamba Shimi Al-Shai. Yajmata,